Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tombs of Scoria, episode 4, I believe. How are you guys doing today? Mr. Nicholas?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I've not really been up to much, to be honest. Trying to think if I've done anything in the last 7 days. But
Surely you must have done something.
literally,
Did you make any good food?
I got my smoker out on Sunday, but I didn't have that much time, so I just did like sausages and chicken. But that's still pretty good. What?
Putin, can you tune Nick? I need you and Nick to switch. Fuck me. Turn it off, Nick.
Yeah.
Turn it on, Mootin. Okay. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. So I did that. What else? No, I've not even really cooked that much. Fran did the food shop this week, so I'm not really complaining, but I just like to take the piss saying I do all the cooking. So now she's bought all the recipes.
How do you feel? Like, you do the most of the cooking, so doesn't it make sense for you to do most of the shopping because you know what you're going to be cooking, right? How does it work when one person does the shopping, then the other person does the cooking?
Okay, so usually I'll decide the meals and come up with the ingredient list, and then we just get it delivered. So she'll just put it into the website.
Okay. Okay.
But she picked all the recipes. So I thought I haven't got to cook, but just not as good food. So I'm saying this is quieter, so she can't.
So you already prepare the list of things, and then she just does the grunt work of picking it up?
Exactly that. No, it gets delivered. Not even that.
Does the grunt work of typing it into a website.
That's it.
Nice.
Yeah. That's the grunt work.
Nice.
Complains a lot about it, though, would you believe? Sorry.
What about you, Mr. Mooton? Who does your grocery shopping?
We just order it online, yeah.
Yeah?
It's that easy.
Cool.
Nothing's really happened this week.
Nice. Steven?
I mean, I usually drive out and get my own groceries, but I'm old-fashioned, It's just what us boomers do, I guess.
Beta.
I hear you. Making trips to the stores, having to wear masks. I hear you.
Yep.
Boat that I'm in. Well, last we left off, the party, I believe, had completed raiding of the tomb, killing of the kobolds, returned an item, a broken cloak, to the Baroness.
And the moon dagger.
Friends
did we return the moon dagger
and
too?
Magic dagger.
We did.
Great. Made some friends that way. Came back home to Wickthrow and Marenta. Tried to learn a couple of spells. Took a few days off to rest and relax. You did bring back a bear pelt with you, which sort of helps you with that cover that you've had as a wandering hunters looking for monsters to slay. Not always successful, but nobody is all the time. So I think we're in a nice spot.
Okay,
where
well,
we can take a look at what comes up.
I've got some spells to roll for when I level up.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna roll for these spells, it's gonna still take 1d3 days.
Why?
Or 1d2 days per spell level.
Never used to. Okay, well, I will concede that, but then I want the XP for learning them. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
You can't get XP for leveling up, though. Right? Doesn't that seem a little unfair, where you're like, I leveled up, and with my level up comes free experience points?
Well, I mean...
Doesn't that seem a little...
I mean, I want to say you can't have it both ways, but the sad fact of the matter is you can, so...
Yeah. I mean, you're getting free spells. That's a pretty great thing. And I think the couple of days to learn it makes sense. And
okay.
D2 days per spell level is nothing, right?
Well,
except in this one situation where there might be something you need to do in 3 days. So
yeah,
we're in that like weird edge case.
But I leveled up after the kobold. Oh no, but I was then learning that other shitty spell.
Yeah, but you were learning all that other shit. Yeah.
One spell. That was just one spell. Okay, so I've got like 3 days though, right? Well, whatever. I'm gonna roll them, and then we'll just keep them in the back burner until.
Well, no, let's not jump the gun here. Let's do them as they come up.
Okay, fine. Just remember.
It's fun. I think it's more fun that way, right? There's a little bit more tension in the air.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for. I'll go for invisibility first.
If you want to try it, you could got. If you do invisibility now, that'll leave you. You'll come in on the day before the full moon.
Yeah.
So
that's fine, right?
Okay. Roll it.
Yes. Yes.
Invisibility granted.
The best spell.
Okay. So you will learn invisibility.
Oh shit, okay, I've got to work out how to add it.
And you guys will be summoned again to the manor, to the keep, to the palace. Heading back through the stables, through the city streets late at night, into the dungeons, and making your way with secrecy, led by one of the servants in the keep, back to one of the war rooms, where waiting for you is the advisor and the queen and one of her security guards, of course. And newly minted here is a cleric that has arrived, a female cleric of Martha. I guess I should have asked, is there anything you wanted to say or do before you got here?
I don't think so. You already gave us information on the next tomb, right? Are we supposed to have that in character yet?
Well, I'm about to give that to you right now.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I don't think I gave it to you already.
I think you just
He
mentioned...
gave us a spoiler of it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but you didn't give it to us in game. The Holy Mace, some scrolls,
Yeah.
potions, medallions, yeah.
Yeah. So, you'll be seated down in a comfortable spot. Wine will be brought for everyone. Drinks.
We shoo them away from the
queen.
wine.
Oh, come on,
Oh,
really?
Of course. Small appetizers will be brought out. The queen will take a glass of wine, though. And I guess your items will be... I guess you just have them. You don't need them identified or anything. So the queen asks, how has it been? How was your journey to Berkshire? Did it go well?
Yes, I believe we did some good for the town. We cleansed it of some annoying kobolds. We were able to procure a few of the items that you had led us to so graciously. Unfortunately, one of the more important ones, the Cloak of Protection, I believe, was damaged. But we did come back with the axe and a coin purse of holding.
Excellent. Excellent. I believe our advisor here, Mr. Clertis, has some new leads for you. And I believe that... Sorry, that's just shit. The Cleric of Martha here has some words to say on some of them. And she motions towards Clertis, who steps forward, bows politely, and says, my lords, I have a few leads for you right now. Let's start with the difficult one first, shall we? Some time ago, a vampire was freed from a prison. She has made her home in the Draken Ridge, and it seems that she has been harassing, attacking, stealing from, feeding on the halflings of the Riverlands. It is known that the halflings there have had many of their magical items disappear. We, as the Crown, separate to all of this, investigated the situation and found that this vampire had a thrall in town. That halfling has been arrested and brought back to our prisons here, where he sits presently underground in a darkened dungeon, quite mad at this point in time. However, we were able to learn from him and from the other halflings of the area what has been stolen by the vampire Cassandra. It contains the following items. A bag of holding, a potion of sweet water, a short sword versus like an ogre slaying short sword. Magic on its own, stronger against ogres. 5 healing potions. A set of moderately magical chainmail. A magic rope, which can be cut or bound together with a single word, so you can, tie someone's hands and cut off the extra and then reattach it once you release their hands again. And perhaps the greatest treasure, a ring of regeneration.
Whoa.
Does the ring of regeneration, like if my arm gets cut off, I assume it'll...
Slowly, but yes. It'll return lost limbs.
It's quite a legendary artifact.
There have been some halflings from time to time, he says with almost like a dismissive tone, that have done great things. And it appears these items, the strongest of these, come from one such halfling who retired in the Riverlands ages ago, and his personal belongings were kept by his family until stolen by the man in the dungeons.
Say, there isn't a... I mean, I know that we're all mighty warriors and that, but legendary ancient vampire sounds maybe a little bit above our current pay grade.
Quite possibly.
I think it could be very wise to wait for that one.
Yeah, perhaps you've got something a little bit more run-of-the-mill this time round, classes?
Yes. There are two more that are perhaps more appropriate for where we are today. With a lead on a third. The first is the Prince of Kronwick. It is known that he has not only a ring of protection from fire, something I believe you will absolutely need for what is to come, but also a ring of protection from petrification, a cloak of protection, and a magic dagger. Now, the ring of protection from fire is mandatory. These other things are at your discretion, but the prince wears these on his person. It would be a difficult thing to part them from him without his knowing.
And I imagine
I'm
quite
sure,
high
however.
profile.
Certainly.
What was the last item? Cloak of protection and
Magical dagger.
A magic dagger. +2. The prince is holding a ball in 3 weeks' time, which the royal family has been invited to, and Her Majesty, the Queen, says she will not be attending, but would be happy to send a representative on her behalf. He says, looking at the three of you, which could be you. You would not be the expected representative from the royal family, but certainly no one could say no to your appearance there.
And why would they say no?
Our reputation's still not the best.
What, even after all those kobolds we killed?
I don't think slaying a few dozen kobolds is enough to improve the status of our family throughout the continent. Not yet.
I guess not.
So we have a vampire, a legendary ancient vampire, and we have the Prince of Kronwick. Surely you have something maybe a tad more within our reach?
Yes. Here in Wicthron, within the capital, lies the tomb of a Cleric of Martha. He makes a motion to the cleric standing in the room. The cleric was buried here some time ago, and upon their death, spontaneously clerics of Martha from all over the land came together to build them an appropriate tomb. And he takes a few steps back and motions to the cleric, who steps forward and says, "My name is Janice. I am one of the clerics that helped entomb our beloved friend here. When we buried him, it was with the notion that one day the things our dear friend had acquired would be needed again. And our great mother instructed us to build a series of trials to see if those who would come after the goods were worthy of them. The tomb is here in town. You can simply walk in the front door, and that's when the trials begin. I cannot tell you more about them other than you will face challenges of physical and mental, spiritual types. And if you are ready and worthy, then what lies beyond will be yours."
Could you remind us what lies beyond?
Yes. A holy mace, not just a blessed mace, but a holy mace, potions of healing, scrolls with various protection and dispels on them, a few potions, and a medallion of ESP.
The medallion, I assume it allows you to hear others' thoughts?
Yes. Sometimes, if they are weak enough of the mind. Not
Interesting.
permanently, but for small bursts of time.
And this
Well,
tomb is
save me
open to the
how much
public?
roll.
The front door is open to the public.
Is it known that trials await beyond the front door?
No. It is not typically known to most people. However, when you enter, you will be greeted with the first trial right away.
Do you know how many have tried these trials already?
She shakes her head. We do not keep an eye on it.
Say we go in, we can't figure out a trial. Are we free to return and do it at a later date as well?
If you can leave, you may leave. There is no restriction on entrance or egress.
But some trials may prevent us from leaving. Maybe.
Some trials are lethal.
Well, did you say there was one more potential lead, Cletus?
He steps forward again. There is. It's not quite ready. The tomb of Rohana, an ancient Akuban warrior of great renown. She united the country in the early days after the world was split apart, after the canals were opened up and the shallow sea sunk, or what is now the shallow sea sunk beneath the waves, and the Draken Ridge rose from the ground.
A legendary hero, I remember.
The Yakubian hero.
Yes. We have a lead on the location of her tomb, but it is vague right now. It's been a well-kept secret for generations. We have an idea of someone who might know its location, but he's an Akuban and they're in the middle of a civil war right now, so it's not easy to get information in and out. They are our arch rivals and nemeses of times past, as you well know. But these are the leads that we have before us. Not to mention the full moon is in 2 days.
Well, I say that maybe we head back to the tomb in the mountain, gather these candles, come back to the city, and maybe try the cleric's trials.
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be the most obvious course of action.
Yeah.
Do you have any disagreement, Anton?
No, it seems like we'll go to the tomb, and then we'll come back.
And how long does it take to travel to Kronwick?
Travel to Kronwick.
Yeah, if the party's in 3 weeks, when would we need to set off?
Let's see. By boat, you would go to Whalers Bay, which will take you. You can do what, like 50, which will take you 4 or 5 days to get to Whalers Bay, and then it'll be a day hike from there. So 6 days plus travel time to Bon May, so about 8 days.
Okay, so just over a week. So that would give us
Yeah.
just under 2 weeks to go to the mountain, come back, deal with the cleric's trials, and then head off to Kronwick.
Or we could wait on the cleric's trials and maybe do the Kronwick stuff. But yeah,
I'm not too keen on stealing from a living prince. It seems to be quite risky.
Yeah, I
you know?
agree.
maybe we don't have to steal. Maybe we could barter. Maybe for the fire protection ring. Maybe it's time to call in a favor.
Which favor
Perhaps
can you
we
call
could-
in that would...
Well, our queen here said that she could help us out on a few items. It's like 2 or 3, I think.
I mean,
It was only a few, so we didn't arouse suspicion.
I thought that was if we got ourselves in trouble, she may be able to pull some strings in the background to
Yeah, that was my
get us
understanding.
out of trouble. But maybe you touched on something there, Anton. You know, if we find something in the cleric's tomb that we don't necessarily need, perhaps we could barter for the fire protection ring. I imagine
I
healing
think we could-
potions might be of more use to a prince than a ring of protection from fire.
I think we could make a deal with him rather than straight steal it. I have a few ideas if we did want to take it, but we can talk about that later and not take up any more of our queen's time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll focus on the task before us now, which would be the moon door.
All right.
We bid you adieu.
They bid you adieu. The queen waves you goodbye, and you guys can head back through the dungeons, being led by the servant out through the
Claritas.
secret passageway.
Does the prince have a betrothed yet?
Which prince, my lord?
The one of Kronwick. The one who is supposed to have...
Yes. The Prince of Kronwick is a married man. He's a bit older than his moniker might imply. The High Prince is an adult man with children. Be honest, I am a historian. I really should know his age, but I deal in ancient issues, not modern issues.
Interesting.
He's in his 40s. His family, the Kronwick family, rules the entire Iron Ridge, from Whalers Bay, Kronwick, and Crublin all together.
Sorry if this question comes off rude, but you being in the Queen's Council and around high figures, you ever hear any stories? Maybe the Prince of Kronwick is a promiscuous man. Anything of that sort?
Yes, they're often. Great men are not always the best of men. The Prince of Kronwick is a man of vices, just like many others.
There's nothing wrong with liking the ladies, Clothus.
I believe he has a few mistresses, officially. Although I do not mean to overstep my bounds, but I think a man who has mistresses openly has mistresses privately.
Interesting. And is that his only vice?
That I have heard of, but I doubt it is the only one.
Okay. This could be very useful in us procuring the items, I thank you. I guess we'll go
Okay.
off.
All right. So we've got 2 days before the full moon.
Yep.
Anton?
Yeah, 2 days. So we should probably start heading over. I think it was a 2-day journey, like legitimately.
I thought it was about a day's turning up, but whatever, we can go now, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
let's go now. We'll camp out and
I
then.
think it was a day to there and then a day up. I don't remember.
Okay.
We need a plan for going inside. Are we planning on staying in there once the moon leaves?
That's a good point. We may have to.
Do we have
If
the
the
food, the
moon-
good berry spells or whatever? Is that going to feed us while we're in there if we do get trapped in there for 30 days?
If we got trapped in there for 30 days, yes, I should be able to talk to my god, and I can do 2 castings out of the day. We will be 100% fine if we did get trapped in.
Does the good berry spell provide water?
I think it says a day's nourishment. Let me read it again.
Mm-mm.
2D fresh berries. Full normal meal we're eating.
Doesn't provide water.
Full normal meal should provide water. I mean, we get most of our water from food anyway.
From food.
Do you create water, the spell?
I don't think I do.
Was there any running water in the tomb?
I don't believe so. Running water would imply there's another way to get in or out, right?
Yeah, true.
It'll be fine.
Well, how? Okay, so obviously you would know this. The good berry spell is known. Is the good berry spell known to provide liquid nourishment as well, or is it only food? Or
I'm gonna look it up. Casting Goodberry. berries with the magic either enable a hungry creature of approximately man-sized to eat one and be as well nourished as if a full meal were eaten, or else cure 1 point of physical damage. I guess if you're nourished as if you were eating a whole meal, that should include water. Right? A whole meal would include a beverage of some kind.
Yeah, it would
I think
have to
it'll
be
sustain you.
freshly picked or edible berries to be enspelled.
Ah.
So it seems like it'd only probably be like maybe 7 days. I don't know how long berries last.
1
Well,
day
if
plus
we-
1 day per level.
Oh no, I mean like real life berries, like because I have to cast a spell on real berries that are edible.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think they have to be. You have to pick them on the berries that were picked like that day. I think that's freshly picked.
So that's no good then. Well, I mean, we could just bring enough food, right?
A month's worth of food for 4 people?
3 people, but yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, 3 people?
Maybe this time we go in with the idea of we're not staying to get locked in. If we still can't get through, the next time we'll prepare to stay in.
How did the door close and open? Does anyone remember? Maybe could we? I mean, it sounds.
I thought it was
Easy,
just
but
magical that it's gone. Like it's
Perhaps we
there
could
and
wedge it
it's gone.
shut.
Try it as
Like
well.
wedge it open.
Wedge
I
it.
mean,
Open.
stop it closing. Perhaps even that spell we were discussing would work to open it.
Yeah, I say we set out and not worry about it too much this time. We should be able to find the stuff without staying the night. If we do have to stay the night, we'll do it next time, and we can prepare all the items.
Yeah, because we'll miss the party if we stay in there for a month anyway.
Correct.
Out of game question. What did you guys do with the gear that you pulled from the tomb already, or the lab?
I
Stuff
think
that you
we're
already
gonna
found in there.
leave most of it at home, unless we're gonna take the coin pouch. Wait, the lab? Sorry, what do you mean?
This place that you're going.
I've got the robe and the cloak of protection.
I've got the
Sorry,
cloak.
the ring and the robe of protection.
I've got the.
I've got the cloak of the cheetah, and then I think I'm wearing something else.
I've got the ring of free action that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I just have the cloak of the cheetah from it.
I think
Okay,
that
so
was
the
it.
other stuff is that it? I think that's all the stuff in there.
I
I
think
think
so.
that's all. that we
Yeah, I
got,
don't think there was much else.
There's the ever-burning candles that I've got, and we've got the.
Oh, and the
I've got the
purple
pink,
candle or
I've got the purple
pink
candle
candle?
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever color it is. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I knew where that stuff was.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Continue.
We'll set off.
You should have that phantom candle too, right, Nick?
Yeah, I've got
That's
that.
the
Yeah.
purple one, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Heading back to the tomb.
I stuck up on wine, hoping that we don't get stuck in there for a month.
And what did you tell the servants this time?
Another hunting trip.
hike.
We're
Another hunting
hike to
trip?
hunt. Yeah. Yeah, we're hunters. Yeah.
Ah. Back to Wicklamdom, Lord. Trying to best the creatures this time?
Well, we were unsuccessful last time in finding a good-sized. Are there big mountain lions?
Yeah,
There are mountain lions. You fought one.
We killed a mountain lion, but it was only a baby, I think.
Yeah, we're looking for a larger prey this time. Hopefully, better luck.
Good, my lord. Good.
All right.
Okay. And back up the mountain you guys go.
So I learn invisibility on the way. Or
Oh, right. Do let us know what your spell lists are, y'all.
yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna spend 1 day before we go into the tomb, right?
Yeah, because we spent a day at the top of the mountain or whatever.
Is that right now?
Yes, you'll spend today traveling to the tomb. Then you'll rest, and then you'll have all day the next day, unless something slows you down or stops you in between. You know, fall off a mountain, you get mauled by a mountain lion. You know, something gets in your way.
I'm gonna start doing animal friendship. Seems like a good downtime to try and do it.
Sure.
Basically, my goal is to befriend a little mouse, and take him along with us, and I'm gonna teach him tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a little piece of cheese, and yeah,
Where are you gonna get this mouse?
I would
Out of
assume that there's
curiosity.
probably mice all over the city. Mouse, rat, interchangeably.
Sure.
Just gonna find one and animal friendship it and offer it a little piece of cheese.
Yeah. Does the mouse get a saving throw?
Save to negate.
Okay. So, you find a mouse. It's a casting time of 1 hour. This is probably a mouse that's creeping around your own house one day, probably after you come back from meeting with the queen, and your brother goes in to like fetch some wine from the cellar while you guys are still chatting about spells. And as he's looking for the right bottle in the cellar, you see a little squeaker down there.
I will walk up to him slowly with cheese in my hand and place it on the ground and cast Animal Friendship. I'll sit down, and I think the Animal Friendship spell will just, like, as he's eating the cheese, we'll just look at each other, just have a soul bond.
Yeah. He fails his saving throw versus spell unsuccessfully because he's a mouse, and nibbles at your cheese and comes a little closer. And it'll take about an hour of working with the mouse for the spell to really take effect. I think it's, while you're in the middle of this, that Imric finds his bottle of wine. And Imric, what do you do when you turn around with the right bottle of wine to see your brother sitting on the floor with the mouse?
Okay, so I'm digging around in the cellar. This is a terrible vintage. Where did all the good wine go to, Anton? This is what are we even paying these servants for? And then I throw some bottles around. Aha! Finally, I spin back around and see him kneeling down in front of this mouse, almost talking to it. Anton, what are you doing?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about it, and I think that we've been going through so many tombs and stuff. I think it could be useful to have a little guy, and I'll pick him up, I would assume at this point, and show him on my hand. A little guy who can go in and scout for us, maybe count the number of people, tell us what's inside. Maybe he could even see tripwires and traps and tell us about them. I'm not going to make him set them off or anything.
Tell you about them, Anton?
Yeah, I can.
No, I see where all the good wine's gone now. You can speak with them.
Yeah. I'll cast Speak with Animals and see if I can talk to him a little bit.
That's what your god spends his time doing, is it? Allowing his clerics to speak with animals?
My God of Vengeance loves animals, it seems.
Well, I'll take another look down. I guess I'll leave you to your new friend. Tyrell and I will be upstairs enjoying a drink if you and Tom, is it? Fancy coming along?
I'm gonna teach him a few I'm gonna see if I can teach him a few tricks and ask his name and
Ask his name, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just one question. I'd like you to elaborate on something a little bit.
Yeah.
You did sort of say off the cuff that the god of vengeance loves animals. You're a cleric of vengeance. You must know a little bit about this. Spout some lore. Tell us why it is the god of vengeance, Velthara, loves animals.
I would assume that the God of Vengeance, Velthara, loves animals. Maybe not love. Maybe love isn't the right word, but gods come down from time to time, and I'm guessing that a animal probably slighted her. So now animals are like her servants, if that makes sense.
They slighted her, so they're her servants?
Yeah, so now she uses magic to enslave them, kind of, as atonement. Yeah.
Oh, so there have been problems with animals, and so enslaving the animals is in the purview of the God of Vengeance. But isn't animal friendship requiring you to be friends, not owners or slaves?
You can be friend with your
yeah, go ahead.
with your servants, okay?
Yeah.
We're friendly to our servants. I think you can be friendly to your animal servants now. I like the animal, so I'm not gonna have it go and kill itself, obviously, because that's how it works. But you threw me under the bus, Neil.
I did. I asked you a pretty tough question on the spot, but
So,
I
yeah.
was hoping you could come up with something.
I would
We'll come back
assume
to
that
it.
Velthara came down. Maybe she was in some animal form, and another animal came and bullied her. So the way I think about it is the Goddess of Vengeance is having them. This is her revenge, is being able to make them do her bidding in a.
Is it? You said
Okay.
if it's the goddess of vengeance, couldn't she have an admiration or respect for animals? Because some animals can be vengeful, maybe.
True.
Some hunting animals or something.
Elephants and crows don't
Yeah.
forget things, so
Maybe she admires that.
maybe.
Maybe Nadina's fucked her over at some point.
Ah,
And
that's a
that's
good
it's
idea.
just like, I'm gonna give all my clerics power to fuck over animals as revenge.
I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this at another point in time.
True.
Looks like you guys have your spells ready. You've cast Animal Friendship on your rat. Did you name him?
No, I was gonna use Speak with Animals and see if I can talk to him.
Oh, you're gonna ask him his name?
Yeah.
You're gonna
Wait.
let me name your rat?
So I go back. I
Yeah.
go back upstairs out of the cellar to find Tyrael. Like, I know what you're doing, Tyrael. Maybe like just. shout
I'm
out
just
your-
sitting here waiting. Yeah, as soon as I see you, I would ask, do you and Anton have your spells prepared for this tomb?
I've got my spells. And I've got a nice bottle here for us to enjoy the evening. But I lower my voice. Anton's down there talking to a mouse, Tyrael.
I mean, he's not very good at talking to people, so it seems like the next logical step for him, yeah?
No, but I mean like actually talking to it.
Like, actually talking to it? Like, should we be worried? Do we need to call a cleric here to have him looked at, or...?
Well, that's what I was thinking. But he is the cleric. He said he's gonna train it and it's gonna scout out for traps and stuff like that. I don't know. He thinks he can talk to it.
I don't know how I feel about getting information about traps from a rat.
Exactly.
Seems a bit ironic that a rat at all would be the one searching for traps now. Aren't they, known for getting caught themselves?
That's true. Well, this one seems very easily caught. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe he's telling the truth. He said he's casting a spell on it. I'm not sure, but let's just keep an eye on him.
Maybe for his sake, no matter what, we should act as though that rat is giving us some good information, yeah?
Okay, yeah, we'll just play along.
I guess. Maybe it's important to him.
Yeah, alright, well, here's to enable us, and I pour myself a drink.
Yeah, I grab a glass and I ask for some too, I guess.
Yeah.
Seriously though, I know none of us intend on spending a month inside this dungeon. How many times can you cast your Detect Doors spell?
Twice.
2 times. I was wondering if we do get up there a day early, perhaps it'd be good to cast it on the initial door just to see if you could detect it. If you can't, we wouldn't have to waste our time going in with that spell, or we'd have to look for another way to find hidden doors in there. Do you understand what I mean?
What do you mean, like, to see if we could open the door early?
Not open it, but just detect it. You are confident that this spell should detect any hidden doors, right? Or how confident?
Yeah, but only within, like, 30 feet, though. Because I already cast it once down in the tomb inside the laboratory, and it didn't reveal anything. But I've done some more research on the spell, and the way it works is it illuminates the edges of any doors. So if perhaps the door was even if it was in the laboratory, if it was like behind a bookshelf or behind a desk or something like that, perhaps we wouldn't have noticed it. But if I can only cast it twice, we're going to need to work out the best. We're going to have to clear the room, like clear all the walls as much as we can, clear the floors before we cast it this time to make sure we don't miss anything.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, casting it outside the tomb won't do us anything.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll speak to the little mouse. Hello there, little guy. What's your name?
What? Me?
Yes.
Tennies. What's your name?
Tennies?
Tennies. Do you have
My
a name?
name's Anton.
Anton. Tennies. Anton, tennies, tennies.
Nice to meet
Do you have more
Tennies.
cheese?
I do.
Do
But
you have any
first-
ribbons?
Ribbons?
Ribbons. I like ribbons.
Got a few. But I'll give you as much cheese and ribbons as you want if you
Whoopee!
learn a few tricks and follow me around. And I guess I'll, in my downtime, try to teach him to count. Count things. That's what I want to do first. Simple
You
trick.
want to
yeah?
teach him to count.
I want to teach
Okay.
him to count people.
Okay. I believe. Did you have the animal training non-weapon proficiency?
I do now, but I have a spell, and I thought that just meant
Oh yeah. What's the spell?
I can teach him 3 tricks.
Oh, that's with animal friendship.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I need to teach him, I think, within a month, and then I'll just know him forever. 3 months of acquiring the creature. During the 3 months, the animal will not harm the caster, but if the creature is left alone for more than a week, it will revert back to its natural state and act accordingly. So if him and I get split up for a week, it's all for naught. But yeah.
And will not harm the caster. So don't leave the creature alone.
Yep.
And then you can teach them tricks, which take
A week?
a week. Yeah.
Do you think this is something I could do in my downtime?
This is definitely a downtime thing. Like,
Okay, cool.
you know,
It's not like I
between
need to take a week
adventures.
off. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. You say like, we're done with this thing. We're gonna have a week between now and when we leave. So I'm gonna work with and teach my rat a trick, and
Got it.
he's gonna learn some spells and yada
Cool.
yada.
We might have a week after.
Yeah, I mean, I've got spells to learn anyway, so
Yeah.
Perfect.
if we take a week off, it's not bad.
Great.
All right.
Off to the mountain it is. You hop in your carriage, start making your way to the mountain when you see a little shop down on the road. It's one of these little stands that pops up from time to time, and there is a merchant there hawking jewelry. And it catches your eye because it's pretty nice stuff that's being hawked out here on the road. Just out of town, a little wagon pulls up, the side opens to give some shade, a little table folds out from it, and inside, sitting at the wagon, is a dwarf. Just shouting about gems and jewelry and rubies and opals and get your pearls, fresh pearls from the sea, half off, one-time offer only. Oversupply of pearls came in from far to the north. Can't use them all in the south. Who needs a pearl? Anyone?
Can we hop out
Pearls?
and take a look?
Jewelry? Yeah.
Does the dwarven guy look noble?
No, definitely not.
So, salesman.
Lower class, maybe a merchant at best.
Gotcha. These are quite the wares you have here, dwarf. Can I ask your name?
Ah, my lord, it's wonderful to have people like you visit here. My name is Faust.
Faust. And
Faust.
what all are you selling today? I see we have jewelry. What is it, like rings, necklaces, amulets? What?
Well, my lord, we have rings, we have necklaces, bracelets, toe rings, although it's not my favorite. I know people are into that sort of thing right now. We've got a few pieces of earrings and a very fancy hairnet studded with, small black pearls all over it. Great for grieving widows that still want to look good.
I look over to Imric. You fancy anything from this store?
Well, there's an important spell that uses pearls as a component, but it's for identification.
Yes.
I'm sure that we'd be able to get people
I've
back
been
in the
led
palace
to
cast it
believe
for us.
such a thing. My
Yes.
lord, I can tell you that the pearl farmers in Ethos are having a problem with too many pearls, and it's driving down the market rates of them all over. I've been given I have bought quite a few at a very low price, and I'm willing to sell them to you for half of their normal value.
50 gold pieces.
50. Yes, 50 GP per pearl.
How many
A
pearls do you have?
bargain. Well, I have 10 pearls raw, and I have 5 in other pieces of jewelry, plus the small black pearls in the hairnet. Although I don't think those are quite the things you, a wizard as yourself, might need.
I mean, we could use 10 pearls. At the very worst, we could just keep hold of them and give them to the wizard in the capital. I'm sure he'd be able to make use of them.
Does Nick, do you or Imric? No, you must have used these before, right? And are these detect magic spells?
No, it's for identification. I haven't mastered the spell myself yet,
is it?
but I'm sure I'll get there eventually.
Would you be able to tell if one of these were fake?
Oh, my lord, I would never sell fake merchandise on the road. Please, you wound me, good sir. These are fine pearls from Ethos.
I'll pick it up and I'll look at them. I'm gonna argue a gaming proficiency. I've been in enough gaming areas where we're bartering things, and I would assume something like a pearl or like a pearl necklace or like a pearl earring would be thrown onto the table. Or I could argue maybe even a religion check, which would be even better. Because people who go to the, as we've seen, people who go to tombs and stuff usually wear their best jewelry with them. I'm sure that I've seen countless pearls putting people down.
Okay, well, I'll say Maybe an Arcana check would allow me to work out whether this item would be good enough to cast identification.
You mean an arcanology check?
Arcanology, yeah. Sorry.
They
Because
might
I mean,
be-
like, if you get a pearl,
These things are
You-
remotely similar to what you're looking for. I think you're looking for an appraisal check.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
I don't
but
have that. Okay.
does the rogue have appraisal? Tyrael, do you have appraisal?
Oh, the rogue, that would be me. I don't believe so. Like, would that be under like a proficiency or non-weapon proficiency? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Non-weapon proficiency.
No.
You know, I'm sure that there's people selling pearls for 100 gold pieces back in Withdrawn Renta. Like, why would this guy be selling them for 50?
Yeah, and of
Because, my
course.
good lord, Ethos is an overabundance of pearls. It happens but once in a lifetime, and now is the opportunity.
Try not
I'm gonna
to
call over
eavesdrop.
I'll call over our servant.
Sure.
Anaya, you've probably seen one of these. Do you know? Can you tell if this is real? And I'll pick up one of the pearls because I assume that he doesn't think we're gonna fucking steal it, and I'll hand it to him.
Yeah.
And
The
see if he has any
little.
clue.
How would the
Uh,
servant know?
Ooh, the driver takes a look at the pearl. It looks very nice, my lord. Is there a young lady that you're going to give it to? I'm sure she would appreciate it.
She's gonna need more than one pearl.
I'm not
Sorry.
sure. I'm gonna look at it. What do you want me to roll, Koibu?
Roll whatever you want.
You just want a D20?
Yeah, whatever you want, man.
It looks real. Whatever you roll, it looks real.
It's a really good religion check. Yeah, it looks like all the pearls that you've seen people buried with.
Here's the
Looks-
thing, right? What do we have to gain here?
We don't need gold. Let's just move on. And I throw the fucking pearl down in frustration.
I'm sorry, I pick it back up and hand it to Faust the dwarf. Sorry about him.
Oh, it's understandable. You seem like busy people. But remember, this is a one-time sale. We'll be gone tomorrow.
Where are you going, Faust?
Well, there's plenty of places in the world to sell things. Wicthron Renta is just one of them. I plan on heading east after this.
Do you have anything
been
more
to the market?
exotic here? Anything magical, maybe?
Well, magic items are few and far between, hard to get a hold of. But I'm a merchant of means and traveling. I've seen a few things in my life. What are you looking for?
Well, depends on what you
Oh,
have.
shit.
Me and my two brothers here are fine collectors of magical items. If you have any magical items, this would be something that would be of great interest to us.
I regret to say that I've sold my last one only recently. However, if my lords are interested in the purchase of magical items, from time to time one does come across my desk, and I would be more than happy to save it for you. Perhaps you can give me a location on which I can call you, should any more of these things fall into my merchant's wares.
For sure. Can I give him our address?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, my lord. Should I come across any magical items at all, I will bring them to you forthwith.
All right, I'll buy a pearl off him since it seems like we might have an ongoing relationship with this guy. Just one, I'll buy one pearl.
50 GP, please, my lord, good sir.
Do I have 50 GP?
Did we say? I'm sorry, I asked this a million times. Did we say platinum are worth 2 gold? 1 platinum is 2 gold? Okay. I'll produce 25 platinum from my coin purse. I can do it.
Lovely.
Thank you, Tyrael.
Okay.
I'll add one pearl to my character sheet.
I hope the pearl is as real as these coins are. Dwarf. I stare at him.
I promise you, my lord, it is as real as you and I.
Neil, do you want me to write that it's from the dwarf on my character sheet, or shall I just write pearl?
You know, it's always nice to label things, but it's
Oh,
probably
is
not
it?
necessary.
Oh, okay, it's not
It's always
necessary.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
probably
necessary.
not
We'll buy 9 more.
I'm writing it. Okay, good day to you, Faust, and hopefully we'll see you soon with more interesting items.
We'll fuck off.
All right, you guys can fuck off. Head back into your carriage. Make your way to the base of the mountain. There's the Creekside Inn, Creekside Tavern right next to it.
Mhm.
You can see a couple of hiking troops getting ready to go up, some of them coming back down with some camping gear, indicating that they spent the night on the mountain. It's about halfway through the day. So you can head up now and make it to the spot by nightfall if you wish, or spend the night in the Creekside Tavern and head up tomorrow.
When do we want to head up tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna have as much time as we can.
Okay.
Do you get back
So you've got
spells
your
every day?
traveling-
Yeah.
Can you, just for my own comfort, or if it's possible, can you cast the detect door thing on the moon door before the moon is there, just to make sure you can detect those types of doors? Or would you not have the spell then for the next day?
No, I could do that, but I just haven't learned it today, so I can't.
Can I heal you?
Oh, fuck. Heal me?
Yeah.
No,
You can heal me, yeah.
okay, I didn't know if you wanted it.
Yeah,
Here's
heal me.
2d8. I think that's what I roll. 10.
Alright, nice one.
Did you need all 10 or did you just need the first 5?
No, I needed 9, so yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was at 6 HP.
Because of the book.
Right.
Yeah.
100 XP, thanks. In the wilderness.
Okay. Make our mountain encounter check as you guys hike it. But unfortunately for you, there is nothing but people along your way. Your servants will stay at the creekside as you guys make your way up the mountain. And I believe we can end our session as you guys get back to that same spot, and we'll wait until tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll come back on the other side of a break with a little bit more.
Yeah.
Desperate measures.
We'll be back. Wait, you were memeing. Chat is right.
Yes, we're gonna be right back.
Yeah, okay. Oh, he said end your session.
Because he said end.
Yeah,
session.
okay, yeah.
I meant to say.
Yeah,
that
okay.
session,
Just
but
make sure I wasn't missing anything. Okay.
First part.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. Our party has a full day waiting on top of the mountain. While I make some rolls, why don't you guys chat?
So let's talk what we're gonna do. I've been thinking that one thing that we should watch out for is those skeletons, right? Some of them were killed by that first group that died in there, and then there was some more when we came, so there's probably gonna be more again. So if we can avoid that pressure plate in that corridor, might be for the best.
Honestly, I don't think there will be more. I think we've already set off that pressure plate, and I think that's all he had left.
You reckon?
I'd be surprised if there were more. Well, the traps might reset themselves now.
But
Somehow.
where would you get the other skeletons? Oh, maybe like there's a skeleton on top. It opens, drops one, and closes or something. Should be fine.
Yeah, well, we can go on. I mean, we cleared this dungeon once before. We could do it again. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to talk where we're gonna find. Where do we think the doors are?
Yeah.
Maybe in the main parlor where we found the ghost. I'll point to the candle. The ghost candle.
So we
and then
got-
we.
Two castings, right? Yeah. So the parlor. There was the parlor, the laboratory,
His
the first
room.
room with the fireball, and where his body was. Yeah.
I don't think it'd be the first room with the fireball.
mean,
I think it
could
would be
like
further
corridor
back.
as well.
Could be in the corridor, correct?
So we're gonna. It's got about a 30-foot radius. So
Yeah. Maybe we could even, if say we cast both of those and we don't find anything, we may as well start breaking down walls. I mean,
Perhaps as we go in, the first thing we should do is we should strip every wall of a bookcase, make sure that nothing is against any wall. Like, look for any obvious trapped doors or obvious hidden doors.
strip
before
the
we start.
wallpaper if there are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Move up carpets, yeah.
So
let's
as
do
we
that.
move in, yep,
Mhm.
we'll do that. Are you able to cast a spell tonight, brother, to see how your door spell works?
No, unfortunately not. I learned spells for combat in case we were accosted on the path.
Is tomorrow the full moon, or is it the next day?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Okay, so you can't cast a spell. Got it. If I was a little higher, I could cast Nap on you.
If if we get an early night, so I can wake up when it's still dark. Neil, how long can I learn spells for after casting a spell? Is it an hour?
Yeah, it's within an hour. So if you cast,
So I actually.
Oh,
could-
wait,
wake up in
we
the
can-
morning,
we can
you
fix
could
this.
burn a spell, cast, memorize a spell, cast a spell, memorize another, as long as it's only like first level.
Well,
we
I
should
could-
even have
could I do-
four. We
could
should
I
have
do
4
two?
castings.
Could I do 2 first level spells? Because that would only take 20 minutes to learn.
So you would cast 2 first level spells. That takes 2 minutes. Then you could memorize 2 first level spells, which would take 20 minutes.
Actually, tomorrow, brother, when we go inside, I can cast
Mhm.
Nap on you. You can actually have 4.
You've got...
castings. I do have Nap, yes.
Well, great then. So we've got 4 castings.
Yeah, and then you might even have 1 in the morning, correct? To check the door, or no?
No, because I'd have to learn it, cast it, and then learn 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, maybe that would work. Would that work, Neil? Yeah. I could cast my 2 color sprays tonight to clear up my level 1 slots. Then when I wake up early in the morning when it's still dark, I could cast Reveal Door, check it works.
You would
and-
memorize Reveal Door, cast
Yeah.
it, and then memorize 2 new spells.
Yeah.
So you'd be needing 30 minutes of memorization and 10 minutes, 1 minute spell casting, which is fine.
Okay, so we can do that. Well, but I'll have to get to sleep early so that it's still dark when I wake up.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
All right. Well, in the interest of getting an early night, I'll start with my medicine. You fancy a drink? Got nothing else to do up here.
I
Yeah.
think I'll stay watch for you two.
I'll take
Anton,
it.
has your little friend there divined any secrets to you yet about life, the universe?
I'll pull him out of my bag. Well, him and I have just currently just hanging out.
Just
I got
hanging
3
out?
months. I have 3 months to teach him a spell.
Well, he's
Or
gonna be
so,
a caster now.
No, sorry. I have 3 months to teach him 3 tricks.
3 tricks.
Belthara grants me this power. If you have any ideas for tricks, I'd love to hear them. Currently, I was going to teach him to count. So if we send him inside of a dungeon, he can count the number of people or stuff like that.
Wow. Well, just
That's
curious, what can a
currently
rat
fun.
count up to? Curious.
I don't know. That's what we're going to have to find out. It's going to be a lot of trial and error with this little guy.
Yeah. Huh.
But he should be a wonderful asset to the team. His name is he said his name is Temis.
Tennies.
Tennies.
Tennes.
Tennies. Wait,
Tennies.
is that pronounced squeak squeak squeak, or is it pronounced squeak squeak?
I will genuinely try to remember, because I think when you're talking in animals, I think you like speak in their native tongue. So I'll try to remember, and I think it went like squeak squeak, but I can't remember. I'll tell you the next time I can get another casting of speak to animals.
Of course.
He could be even useful in this.
How
I can
many,
send him around and
How many fingers do rats have? Is it
I'll
3 or
inspect him.
4 on each hand, or is it 5? They don't have thumbs, do they?
I don't
They don't
remember.
have thumbs. I remember learning that.
Rat hand.
You know, do you remember seeing any rats or
5.
anything like that when we were in the tomb?
I don't remember any offhand.
Neil, did we see any creatures in the tomb? Rats or anything like that?
The only creature you really saw was that jelly.
Oh, the skeletons.
Because you know, if we could find an animal down there, you might be able to
I could
speak
talk
to
to him.
him, and he might know where the secret locations are, perhaps.
Yeah, in the morning I'll take nap and speak with animals again.
Mice have 4 fingers on the front hands and 5 toes on their back feet.
Interesting, gotcha.
Weird.
So when he learns to count, brother, you're gonna have to teach him in base 8, or
Base 8.
is his 20? What would that be? 16 for us?
I'm not
think
sure.
so.
The bases in cleric school.
I would even be fine if he just said 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and I'll just count my own
Right.
way. Or maybe he could just describe what he saw, but that would be harder.
How high can you count to, Anton?
Well, in cleric school it was very boring, so I proudly can admit that I counted to 2036.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's quite a high number, actually.
It's quite high.
Wow.
So you guys are hanging out during the day, chatting about the mouse and all these sorts of things, when creeping around the edge of the mountain comes a hunter. He's dressed fairly lightly. He's got a very large knife at his side, and then a smaller one, probably various knives for skinning an animal. A quiver of arrows hanging off of his left hip. A hunting bow, short hunting bow in hand.
Give him a wave.
Very soft moccasins. He gives you a shh sound as he creeps towards your camp slowly and carefully.
I'll do a perception check around me, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Give it to me. Yeah, you don't see shit. He comes through your camp and says in a low voice, "Have any of you seen a wounded goat?"
Goat. Come all this way to hunt a goat.
The only wounded thing I've seen recently is my brother's fuck. And I'll touch my head trying to think of the comeback.
He gives you
Honor?
okay, fine, and just continue stalking through your camp past it, around the edge of the mountain.
He's holding a knife?
He's holding a bow, but he has a knife at his side. 2 knives.
Gotcha.
He didn't seem to recognize us as nobles or anything like that.
I mean, he'll recognize the tone in your voice as nobles, but you know, he just moved right on very quickly through the camp.
Are you learning
Maybe a little
jokes?
presumptive.
The only wounded thing is my ego now.
Yeah. Are you learning jokes from your rat as well, little brother?
No, him and I didn't get the chance to talk jokes.
Yeah.
He told me his name, and then we had to get going. So
Gotcha.
seems like you're very interested in my rat. Do you want me to get you one, brother?
I'd love a
Man,
talking
maybe.
rat, brother. Yeah, of course, if you could find me one. Do we think
like
it's
you
a
went
bit
to the-
strange that that hunter is out here, so ardently searching for a wounded goat?
I mean, it does seem a little bit strange, but what could be his ulterior motive?
I don't know, but we know at least one man knows our camp now. Were we to sleep here, so something perhaps to keep in mind.
Do you want me to go and deal with him?
You gonna
Henrik,
kill him?
what do you mean by deal with him?
I don't know. Knock him out?
Are we able to sleep with that candle up?
Yes.
I don't know. It might get blown out in the wind. I've been thinking about this. Maybe we could construct some sort of glass vessel for it that would allow air in from the bottom and to escape from the top, but protect it from the wind.
Do lanterns exist in this world?
Yes, lanterns exist. It would
Yeah.
be an easy thing to make.
Yeah, you're describing a lantern, yes?
I guess so, yeah. I'm smarter than I thought.
That's great. We should patent your invention and take it to the capital. I'm sure we'll make millions.
I'm
I've got
wasted
the
on this
humor, and
red
you've got the
stuff.
brains, Emmerich. It's truly beautiful.
It is, yeah. Well, I've always been the smart one. That's why they sent me to wizard school.
Yeah. You came out of there with surprisingly little knowledge about spells, but
Yeah, I mean,
Seems like it's
yeah,
even-
a lot of the people in there are a lot smarter than me. Can you believe?
I think he has reading issues. Tyrion, he's been hovering over that book for a long time, and it doesn't seem like he's learned anything from it.
do you have reading issues, brother? I've always wondered. I've heard stories that some kids see letters in different orders, that others aren't able to decipher letters at all. Do you have these issues?
Yeah, I mean, that does sound sort of... The thing is, with magic, it's a different type of lettering, you know?
Can I force him to roll
No.
for dyslexia?
It doesn't really...
What is it? 1 out of what? I'm just fucking... Okay.
It doesn't really work like that, you know? They don't really sort of go left to right in the same way that normal letters do. They kind of... all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah, like, you need to cast the spell to be able to sort of interpret them
Huh.
in the right
Sure,
order.
Tyrion and Uncle stole a few magic books. I'm sure he's seen.
And passed
Yeah.
off immediately to the people that could read them right after.
Exactly.
Okay. If you feel comfortable resting here, then perhaps we rest. I think we should be very careful for that hunter out here, but...
Yeah, I mean, if he's struggling to kill a goat, though, perhaps we haven't got too much to worry about.
A
If-
wounded goat at that.
If he's struggling to kill a wounded goat.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm feeling pretty tired, so I'm gonna get to sleep. Maybe you guys can keep watch and wake me up in the morning.
Give us the candle, and we'll set it up for the night.
Yeah, see if it works. Okay, here you go.
I'll
hand you
set the candle up.
Okay. You set it up. You set it on fire, and checking my notes.
We have to roll saves to see if we believe the...
This is your
I feel-
first time that you've lit this candle, right?
Correct.
We won't have to save for the fucking illusion again, will we? No.
No, because we know it's an illusion.
Yeah.
It's our fucking candle.
But do you really know it's an illusion?
Maybe it's real this time.
Have you ever touched an electric fence that you know is turned off? Even though you know it's off, when you go to touch it, you're still worried that it's going to shock you?
Don't give many fucking ideas.
Exist in England. Never seen one.
Oh shit. Maybe that's my Iowa, Nebraska experience coming out.
Oh, I was from the Midwest too.
Shut up. You're not from the Midwest, okay? Ohio is not part of the Midwest. Get that Wikipedia bullshit out of here.
Ohio's not Midwest?
Ohio and Michigan
Was
are
it
not
East Coast?
Midwest. It's bull.
saying
They're East
spiritually it's
Coast.
not.
They might as well be East Coast. They're Great Lakers, okay? They don't count as part of the...
Listen, all those states are shitholes. Ohio's a shithole. It's from the Midwest.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Your candle burns, and it seems fine. Smoke slowly fills the area. Let me just give you the specifics. Every 10 minutes, about a 10 by 10 cube, or 10 by 10 by 10 cube fills up to a maximum of 10 by 10 by 10 cubes. So you end up with something a little bit bigger than a 30 by 30 by 30 cloud of smoke around you. And that's if the air is very still. So up here on the mountain, the upper portions will get blown away, and it'll probably just be like maybe a 15 by 15 by 10 area.
That's
where
fine.
the smoke can remain, unless like a strong gust of wind comes and blows it off. But as long as the wind remains pretty still, or you guys have like an area where you can protect it from the wind, the smoke will appear and the wraith will appear in it, and it doesn't seem to bother you guys, but it just sort of lurks about.
The wick didn't go down, right? The candle didn't move at all.
The candle has not moved.
Thank God.
Does it like kill any like birds or anything like that fly past?
No birds fly within 10 feet of you that you can see.
How does our rat do?
The rat seems fine. Rat doesn't even seem to be aware of what's happening.
Okay.
It's just a
All right.
rat.
I go to sleep. Oh wait, no. I cast color spray twice before I go to sleep.
All right. You burn 2 color sprays. Perfect.
Yes.
I suppose you have enough sand that doesn't impact your material components.
Sand is literally the only material components I need, so I have a large bag of sand that I keep filled.
Lovely. Lovely. Okay, cool. The night will pass uneventfully. The hunter does not come back. The smoke will keep anything at bay that might be a threat to you, it seems. And in the morning,
Okay.
Imric can go ahead and do his things.
All right. So I wake up and the sun still hasn't risen yet, and I will open my spell books and quickly memorize one casting of Reveal Doors.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll wake the other two up just so they can observe how the spell works.
And you're doing it in early dawn, right?
Yeah, early dawn, yeah.
Before the sun has risen.
And I will remove a pinch of sand from my bag of sand that I carry with me and sprinkle it in the air whilst chanting the arcane words and casting the spell.
Excellent. Okay. You cast the spell, and a thin crack of light appears around the edge of the door, visible to everyone.
Well,
Alright.
I'll try to open it.
You do that. I'm gonna relearn these spells quickly on my mind.
I'll try to open it. Where I remember the handle being, or something like that.
Was there a handle?
I'm not sure. Whatever. I don't think we explained what the door looked like.
Yeah, so it's just like a crack, a line appears around where the edges of the door would be, which seems to mesh with what you remember. However, there's no like handle to turn. There's nothing to push on or pull on. There doesn't seem to be a mechanism by which to open the door, but you can see that there's very clearly a door frame here and a door within it.
Should we be forceful about it? Should I attempt to bust it?
No, I don't see us opening this door before the moon unlocks it, but at least we know that we can see the door here.
That is useful, yeah. Okay.
Can I remember like what it looks like pretty specifically? I don't know if it'll be different or not, but I want to like have an idea of like what this spell looks like when it's uncovered.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just a crack around this sheer piece of rock that juts up. It's pretty easy to remember what it looks like and
Mhm.
hold that in your memory.
I'm gonna put away our wraith. Give it back to Imric.
Yeah. Okay. I learned 2 more reveal door spells.
Okay.
I guess for the audio listeners or the viewers, I took Nap and Speak with Animals as my level 2 spells, and then 2 Cure Light Wounds, 2 Entangles, and Animal Friendship for first levels.
All right. So I guess
we're gonna
we wait the day. Yeah.
All right. The day passes. No one else comes by your camp. No monsters visit you. And that evening, as the sun goes down and the full moon comes up, the moonlight bathes the lapping of the bathes the stone with moonlight and reveals the door, which begins to appear before you, including a handle and everything.
Maybe if we all pull down our drawers next time, we'll bathe it in moonlight.
Funny. I walk forward and I
Stay
open the door.
All right, the door opens.
Is there a
easily.
noticeable handle this time, or no? Is it just...
Yeah, I think there's like a handle that's recessed into the door, so like it's a hole that you have to reach into to turn the knob.
I'm gonna take note of that and remember it for next time.
Was that clearly not there before? Would it be feasible that we just didn't see it while we were looking for a handle?
No, the reveal doors revealed the outline of the door, but it didn't show the handle.
Yeah, I know, but like if we were to run our hands up and down the door.
It felt like solid stone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an illusion. Maybe since we know where it is, we can just push in.
Perhaps.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
go.
Open the door. Let's go.
All right, you guys enter the tomb.
Okay.
Before you is a staircase that leads down,
I close the
and
door.
then into a 25 by 25 room with bones scattered around it, little bits of burned armor, black scorch marks, and a pedestal in the middle of the room.
Okay. So we've
Take
got a
out
light.
Wait.
We've got a light stone for light here.
Imric, take out the phantom. Let's leave it at the entrance, and then if anybody comes in behind us, they'll have to deal with that.
Think someone's gonna come behind us? All right.
Necessary precautions.
Do we do we still see the 2 bodies here?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So the little pedestal where in the middle, I'll put the phantasmal candle on there
Okay.
and light it.
All right. You light it. It'll slowly, every 10 minutes, a 10 by 10 by 10 cube will be filled with smoke. It'll take a while, but that's how it goes.
All right, let's start
Continue on.
looking around.
In this room,
Yeah.
are the walls completely bare? Are there bookcases or bookshelves or anything?
No bookcases, no. Just
What
an
about,
atrium
like-
with a pedestal.
Rugs or anything like that?
No, whatever fireball exploded in here would have destroyed anything remaining. Like
The
the
can the
corpses in
pedest-
here are pretty badly burned.
Can the pedestal be moved?
No, it is part of the ground.
Did you ever play Doom or Duke Nukem growing up?
A little bit.
Do you ever remember looking for secrets around the room where you go and you go because you're constantly pushing spacebar? I want to do that. I just want to
Yep.
Yep. Okay, I want to go around.
You
all
walk around
four-
the room,
Yeah,
spacing
just like
on
kind of
every-
like holding, like touching the walls or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception check.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You don't find any secrets in here, though.
We'll
All
continue
seems to
on.
be pretty obvious, pretty straightforward.
Okay. This is the corridor now with the hobgoblin skeletons, right?
Yeah.
The next one is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You enter the next room, and there are 8 skeletons of bugbears and 2 bodies tucked into corners of intruders. Let's call them. The people who came here before you that died in this room, the ones
we
that survived
robbed.
the last room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys
So
mind
they've
if I
already
step
been-
on the mechanism to see if it... I'm curious.
You
Sure,
walk
I'm
into the
asking
middle
now.
of the room.
Well, I'm asking my...
And-
I mean, I'd prefer that we avoid it, but
We might as well step on it. It's good to know. Killed these
I'll
things
step on
once,
it.
we can kill them again.
Well,
As he
sure.
walks forward, I'd like to be next to him as well with my sword drawn.
You step on it, and there's like a click, but
Nothing.
nothing happens then.
You know, wait, Tyrael, stay stepping on that for a minute. I go to where I heard the noise, and I have him like step on it and step off it, so I can see like a trapdoor or something where
The noise
opening
is
from.
the pressure plate itself. It just goes down and makes a click and then comes up.
Okay, so where did the hobgoblin? Where did the
Click, click, click,
bugbears?
click, 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 click.
Where did the bugbears come from?
The side. So like the wall, if you at the ground, it's basically a straight wall, but at the top you've got like wall and then inlet, and then
Yeah.
wall and then inlet, right? So you've got these like angled flutes basically, and then above it would be where the skeletons dropped from.
Okay, so when he presses on the pressure plate, does it? If I look,
It
up,
doesn't
can
move
I-
anything. No. Give me an int check.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Well, you told us why last time.
Yeah. But yeah. So it looks to you like the skeletons were on an audible trigger. Not that the actual pressure plate does anything other than make the clicking sound, and the clicking sound is what was deploying the bugbears.
Yeah, but where did they come from?
They were just
The endless.
yeah, these
So could
inlets,
we
these
climb up
flutes
it
kind
then?
of go into the ceiling. Yeah, you could totally climb up that. You could push yourself against the walls. It's only about 5 feet apart.
Mhm.
If you can make me a dex check, you could easily slip up one of these things.
I'm just gonna take a little look up here.
Yeah.
29.
Yeah, no problem. You push yourself against walls and scoot your way all the way up, and it's just like 5 or 6 feet into the ceiling of just an area where bugbears could remain concealed if the skeletons just press themselves against either side until a click sound happened. And considering that they're undead and they don't tire, they could stay like that for thousands of years.
Okay, I checked the walls around here. There's nothing else
Give
in
me a
this
perception
little
check.
area.
Well, he's doing. He's in one of the 4,
Yeah,
or
it's
is
fine.
he
One of the 8.
one of the 8? Okay, cool. Can I climb up the other ones as well? Can I use my climb walls here?
Totally.
What do I
Yeah,
need
no
to?
problem.
I just need an 85 or
than
less.
85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I climb up each of the other 7 loots?
Yeah, you could. That's the one climb walls check. Will cover all of them.
Okay.
You can climb all of them and look around. They're all the same.
Okay.
Nothing fancy going on.
Let's continue on.
All right.
Can I also walk around on the base floor and do the checking as well on all the walls and everything?
Right. Give me a full-fledged perception check. Yeah, it's fine.
Is there any carpets or wall coverings in this part of the corridor?
Or bookshelves or anything?
There are no shelves. Let's see. Fluted walls. Nope. Nope. It's a barren room. Just boring stone from end to end, except for these little fluted bits and that one section that makes a clicking sound when you step on it.
Okay.
I suppose if you were hiding anything in here, you probably wouldn't do it in your entrance rooms. We have these traps set up, yeah? Otherwise, you'd have to
Yeah.
contend with them coming in and out. So it makes more sense that any hidden room might be further on in.
True. We're going to the
Especially
next
if he
corridor.
uses teleport to get in and out.
Sure.
The next room contains 2 exits aside from the one that you entered in. There's the one that goes to your left that then eventually heads downstairs to the alchemy lab. And then there's the one in front of you that heads to the bedroom. This is the room that had the 4 candles burning in the 4 corners. And that's it.
Is it like this? So like, let's say we have a corridor here. One goes that way to the laboratory. One goes to the bedroom, and then it's like that. Near Bontheris, sorry.
Yeah.
So like laboratory,
It is...
bedroom.
It's a room though, not a corridor, right?
Yeah,
Right.
we're in a room
It's
right
a
now,
room.
yeah. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's more like that if you look further east from Bontheris into the ocean. But like
Yeah.
with actual straight lines and not like weird angles.
And is this the fluted room, or is this a different room?
The room before it would be the fluted room.
Maybe we should cast a reveal doors in one of these in this room. We have 4.
Let's keep in. We have 4 reveal doors on us now.
We have 4.
How many rooms do we have left?
There's not many. There's the laboratory. There's this bedroom, and I think there's this one.
And then there's like a side
3.
room in the laboratory as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's the laboratory. There's like the testing room connected to the laboratory where it looks like he tested spells. But then isn't there also the room where there was the phantasmal candle and then the burial chamber? So there's this room, the laboratory.
Yeah, but you
The-
checked the laboratory. last
Yeah,
time.
maybe, but I think we still had the lightstone out when we did it. So
So this is the room that you're in. You should be able to see it now.
okay.
I think this one, maybe the next one would both be good checks, but it's
Oh
up to
wait,
you.
I would like to on this room. Is there anything on any of the walls besides where the 4 candles were sitting?
There's just the sconces where the candles were sitting in this room.
Can I investigate?
And I actually think there's a door here, and a door here, right? So there's 2 doors, and then this is just an open corridor to the side.
Can I investigate this area very carefully? This wall?
Mhm.
Like if there was any extra
the
door.
blank
this
wall?
Is, yeah.
The one blank wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I mean, I'll help him as well. I'm curious about this
Sure.
room.
Yeah, both of you give me perception checks.
What are you guys doing over there? Do you know hands?
Yeah, I mean, if you were gonna have a secret door,
Nah,
anywhere.
looks fine to me.
This is why, brother, I wanted to check reveal doors because I think that this room
Okay,
it's
I mean
just
we can try it here.
is one of mine.
Well,
wants-
let's investigate everything thoroughly, and then we can come back and use it here, right? We're not in much of a rush.
Yeah. Okay.
Not in much of a rush, but we have to be kind of quick because nap takes an hour. But yes.
Okay. So to the left leads to his bedroom, and then
Straight leads to this is the way to the bedroom. The very last room is the bedroom.
Okay.
What was this and this again?
This is like a little kitchen area on the left side over here.
Kitchen.
And this was the gelatinous cube
loo.
in a pit, which is the waste disposal facility that had the wooden board with the hole cut over it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is his bedroom.
This is the toilet. Yeah, this is the bedroom. The candle was sitting here. There's like a nice soft couch over here, another soft couch over here, and like
We're
a
gonna
little,
move everything.
yeah, you can move the carpets and the couches and the tables and the bookshelves. You can move all the furniture around. There's no secret things hidden behind it that aren't also possibly guarded by magic. You know, nothing obvious.
Okay, if
to
we're going to
move
cast it
things
in
about.
here, though, we need to remove everything out of this room before we do it. But I think this is probably a good room to cast in.
Possibly.
Well-
It is his bedroom, right? Or his room leading to his bedroom?
It's the room leading to his bedroom.
Yeah, I still think that the lab and this hall prior might be better.
Okay. Well, we've got 4,
Um,
so we could do this room, the bedroom, the hall prior, and the laboratory.
Yeah, as I'll start taking all the stuff and throwing it into the gelatinous cube.
The gelatinous cube is not going to be able to burn through all that stuff very quickly. Just so you
Fine.
know,
We just want it
there's
out of the room.
couches and yeah, all right. So you just start like
Yeah.
chucking shit,
Just getting it
making
out
a
of the
mess
room.
of whatever's here. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you can clear the room.
Should we cast in here?
I mean, we should probably start with the most likely room to have another exit, and then work our way down. But do you think that he'd have another area leading right off from his bedroom?
He might do, yeah. I mean, let's say he's accosted in his sleep. If he's got his teleportation candles hidden somewhere, probably wants them nearby.
I say we check his bedroom first, this
Okay.
hall, and then we'll figure out the other 2.
All right.
Right. So the spell has an AoE of 30 feet radius. So I don't know how you want to position yourself when you cast it, but
Well,
just
I
know
mean-
that it's a 30-foot radius.
Yeah, but none of these rooms are bigger than that, right?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, I mean, in a way, I could probably, go here.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, if you go here, we get...
No. You
All
might
of
be able to
this, right?
capture all of this area with 2 casts.
Yeah. So, I could go here, which would probably catch both of these rooms.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, go there. That's a good spot.
Wait, okay, hold on. Does this spell require a line of sight? Or does it go around a corner, like the Lightstone would?
I think it should go around the corner. If you read the spell, it's just 30-foot radius, so it reveals all doors within 30 feet.
Okay.
One of you go and stand in that room. I'll stand. Me and one of you stand in here with me, and one of you go and stand in the bedroom. All right, we've cleared all the floors and all of the walls, right?
We cleared everything, yeah.
Right. You
We'll go
can
into
pile
bedroom
up
and
the
clear
carpet
everything.
from the bedroom onto the bed, and move shelves in such a way that you'd be able to see behind them.
Okay. I pocket the lightstone, so we're in pitch black.
It is dark. Actually, I think the whole area was illuminated. Isn't that what we said?
No, I'm pretty sure we
Entire-
went with a light stone, I thought.
Was this whole thing lightstone?
If it's not,
Right,
then
because
we
there were
can turn out the
there were
lights, yeah.
candles in here,
And I think we-
which means that there's
Yeah.
no reason this would be illuminated. Right. Okay, so you're using a light stone. Perfect. You
So we're-
quench the light. The whole place is pitch black. and you cast Reveal Doors.
Yes.
Move 1 square down, Nick.
Yeah.
You want to be able to hit that back wall.
Is that enough?
There we go.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll move back corner. Maybe 1 more square down.
Well, I don't want to lose the. Okay, sure.
We just need to cover
otherwise we
both.
might
You
lose
still
the
should have like
corner.
plenty.
Yeah.
We should be fine.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, this is.
Okay. Yeah. You can cast Reveal Doors, and you will see the 2 doorways that you have already moved through that are quite obviously doorways are illuminated. But that is it. And you've taken everything off of the walls, the ceiling, the floors. If there was a secret doorway here, you would know about it.
Okay, did those 2 rooms. All we can do is go back. We have 3 more castings, so we might as well do it somewhere in this hall.
Yeah, down this hallway a bit.
Yeah, whatever 30 feet is.
Enough so that we can go. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems about fair.
Right here.
Yeah, about there. And then I'll stand in here, and then Tyrael can stand in the other room, see how far it goes.
Yeah. Someone. Yeah. You look up and down the corridor.
Can I? This leads into the laboratory, right, Koibu?
Right, that doorway has the axe just kind of hanging in the door where it tried to come down and hit you in the face. And then there's a staircase that heads down to the laboratory.
Is there anything at the bottom of the staircase?
Just the laboratory. This right here is the top of the staircase, that line that I just drew.
Okay.
The user's gone.
Yeah, because I don't know if you forgot or if I'm metagaming or because the last time we came out, remember we had to put the table on to climb over that.
Oh
ooze or
yeah, I
something?
mean the tables are still on the stacked here.
But is the
But there's
ooze?
nothing unusual. You killed the ooze, so it's just dead.
Did we?
And it's
Yeah,
you
it
guys
died.
shot it full of arrows.
Oh
But it's
yeah,
not
that's
like-
right. We sat there and just shot it. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Cast
Okay.
the spell,
There's probably
brother.
like a little bit of goo still on the ground as it slowly decomposes over. Will probably take weeks. Maybe months.
All right. I pocket the Lightstone again. Take my sand out. mutter
You
my
are
arcane words and cast
quenched
it again.
into darkness. Yes, entirely.
Yeah.
And you see a pattern appear on the wall right here.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a door there. A secret hidden door.
Aha! I found it.
I'm gonna try to grab at it.
You can put your hand against it and it feels just like solid wall.
Well, we're gonna have to break this baby down.
Does it look?
Wait.
The way
I
the
get
light
full-
comes out, it looks the same as like the moon door, the way that it was before, kind of at the entrance.
Yeah, where it just looks like a solid piece of wall, but there's light coming out from cracks that shouldn't exist in the wall. Like the cracks run along grout, but then they'll also cut right through stone.
So the
did you
architecture
say,
of this
Henry?
looks very similar to the front door, basically, is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'll light the 4 ever-burning candles and put them back in their sconces on the wall.
Okay.
Having played
4
Zelda.
ever-burning candles are in the sconces.
Okay, and now I try and disbelieve the illusion on this wall.
Give me a saving throw versus spell.
Got it.
It's still there. It's definitely not an illusion.
It's not an illusion.
Well,
What are the chances of this door remains closed till the moon is gone?
Yeah, possibly.
it is a door, so we should be able to knock down this wall, and it will be gone. We should be able to
Knock down the wall? What is this? The wall made of solid stone, or
Solid
Well.
stone.
Sure.
would like to cut down a tree and build a battering ram? And I want experience for that idea.
That was my idea.
Why don't we head down to the laboratory? Maybe there's some notes on this or something down there.
Sure.
He just happens to have the secrets to his whole study hanging out in his
I think we
library.
already searched his laboratory last time, and we didn't find anything of that.
Well, now you say it like that, Neil. It made me feel stupid.
I'm sorry.
I have like a plan. Like, I could nap myself. We could cast wood on a big tree, and we could literally just battering ram down this door.
Can we?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Another plan though is we could stay here for 2 days, and I could learn the knock spell. It's only a 60% chance of being stuck in here for a month. But if I can learn it, then maybe we can get the door open and the.
One
and
thing
get out
we
as well.
could do, although it kind of sucks, is what we could do is we could go down to the lab and we could like get a chair and we could just lean it against the wall and then we could leave and come back in a month and we could see if the chair fell in if the chair did fall in, that means that when the moon goes, the door opens and the chair fell in. And if we come back and the chair's still there, then that means there's another way to open it.
Wow, that's pretty smart.
We could.
I tried pulling on the sconces.
You try what?
Like pulling the sconces, you know.
Yeah, the sconces are pretty. They're less than sconces, right? Because they just had a candle sitting on top of them, so they're more just like little stone platforms that come out and then cut back at an angle, so like the candle could sit upon them. I guess
Yeah,
sconces being used sort of metaphorically here.
I tried pushing or pulling them in a way that would open the door.
Yeah, you try and push and you pull, and the door seems to be pretty steady.
Are there any mirrors?
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, that's a good idea, though.
All right. I think that, honest to God, I think that we should just knock down this fucking door. We know we can do it.
Do we know we
How?
can do it?
I don't know if we
How
know
can
we
you
can do
knock
it.
down a solid stone wall?
Yeah.
A lot more sturdy.
Battery
than a
ram
wooden
that
door.
shit.
I don't think you can
No,
just battering ram down
no.
a stone wall.
So is it actually like so?
Wait, what do we
I
need a
guess
mirror
in my
for?
mind, huh?
What do we
My
need?
to
idea,
reflect-
well,
to
yeah,
reflect
to
moonlight
reflect
onto
moonlight
it.
in. But
Wait, can we? He had a huge mirror in his bedroom.
There
He
is
did.
a large mirror
He
in the
did.
bedroom.
He did. I know he did.
I mean, if we can somehow reflect moonlight, I guess.
But I don't know how. Yeah, where we're getting the moonlight from, or why we think that would work.
Because
Yeah, I
the
don't-
moonlight's what opens the front door.
Well, how would the
main
moon-
front door? The main front door's closed now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the main front door is open because
No, I closed it.
You closed it behind you? Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
specifically said, yeah.
Does that open the door now?
No.
You know, when the front door opened, did it look like it opened when the moon was in the sky, or did it look like it opened when the moonlight itself shone on the door?
When the moonlight itself shone on the door.
So that makes me think that if this door was to be, say, of the same kind as the one on the front door, the moonlight would never shine on this door, so it wouldn't just open when the moonlight was gone, right?
Yeah, that would seem to be the case, yeah.
Wouldn't that mean he would have to move a mirror to open the door every time he wanted to open it?
Yes, well, I don't think that's how it works. Because we were thinking that maybe when the moon is gone, maybe that's when this door opens. But that wouldn't make sense because it seems like it's operated by moonlight directly. The front door, I mean. Not by the timing of the moon. And given that this thing would never see the moon or not see the moon.
If we remove,
I don't know how that.
Right.
If we remove a candle from one of the sconces and just kind of like wave it in front of the door, a handle doesn't appear anywhere, does it?
Correct.
Should we just spend time? We can break the mirror and we can see if we can like jerry rig a way to get moonlight to appear on the door.
It's so unbelievably improbable. Like I would
do you have
never.
any other ideas?
No, but like there's just no way that like every time he
Open
wants to
it.
go in this room, he grabs a mirror and does like some weird moonlight stuff. There, up in the ceiling, there's not like a hole anywhere in the ceiling or a place that looks like there could be something that opens or closes in the ceiling, is there?
No, the ceiling's quite flat. Yeah, quite ordinary. The only
I
thing
can't
in
remember if
the
there's
room
like
are
a
the
moonlight
two doors and the
spell.
4 candles.
We haven't turned the laboratory upside down yet. We should go and do that. We don't know what's down there. There could be a switch or something down there. Right.
Yeah,
Are
I mean,
there
we'll
moon-
go fuck with it, but I can't imagine there being something down there anymore.
Are there like moonlight spells that cast moonlight?
I thought that there was, but I can't remember.
Sounds like a cleric thing to me.
Alright, I'm 99% sure that.
I can't imagine any self-respecting wizard would have such a spell.
Well, unless he was hiding his great secrets behind a wall that needs moonlight, right?
There is a 5th level cleric spell called
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cringe.
exactly.
Okay, off to the laboratory.
Yeah.
Yep, you head to the laboratory, down the stairs, you pass the dead ooze, which is no longer dangerous to you guys, and you can pick apart the laboratory. You've got maybe 12 hours before the moon dips below the horizon, so 12 hours to search this place. Probably don't want to spend all 12 hours in here, though, so how long would you like to spend in the laboratory, just so we don't, like, run out of...
2 hours.
2 hours?
Okay.
Are you doing your nap thing, or?
Well, I'm thinking about it. The way I don't know how the spell works, obviously. Like in real life, like I don't know if it's just an illusion on the door or
It's
if
not,
it
I
is
don't
actually
think-
stone. Because if it's like a real door, then in theory there's hinges that we can bust down. But
I don't
otherwise,
think it
I
is
don't
an
know.
illusion. Because I disbelieved and passed the save.
Sounds like you should have learned knock
Yeah.
instead of invisibility.
Or
You can
actually,
search the room.
wait, can I go back and knock and see if I hear? Is there like a measurable difference in thickness? Like, does it go like do 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 tack tack or whatever? Like, do I hear that like it's a thinner door like the stone, or does it appear to be just as thick as the other walls around it?
I think with stone, you're not really going to notice that very much. You need like drywall, which is nice and hollow and pretty light to be able to do that.
Huh. Okay.
Maybe
What
wood.
about if we bring the phantasmal candle in here? I wonder if it would pass between the cracks if there were like a door here that we don't see. Not that that would necessarily help us, but
I don't know if that would
If
help.
you were put yourself to try and give you a gentle nudge, put yourself in the position of the person who made this area. If you have a secret hidden chamber, how would you? What level of difficulty would you want to be able to access it?
It would be incredibly
you
easy
know, You'd want it to be easy.
for you to
Yes, with-
access it. Yeah, that's like the whole
Yeah,
point of
for
a key
someone
for a
who's
door.
in-
Yeah.
Make
So,
a
but if
switch
he could
would be
cast like
right.
a moonbeam spell, or if he had like a moon rock or a moon stone or something that emanated, but I don't know if these objects exist. Yeah, you'd hold it up and you'd go in and out or whatever.
So maybe there's a token somewhere in here that will.
Yeah, some
allow
type of key or
passage.
something. Yeah. Is there anything in any of these lab doors that seems to emanate a strange glow, or that could emanate a glow, like an odd rock or something? Maybe that's not glowing now.
There's nothing that glows. No. But that doesn't mean there's not something magical lying around here. Does anyone have a detect magic spell?
no, that's a good point.
I could nap myself and I can get detect magic.
Do that.
All right, that's
Nap
probably a
that.
good idea, yeah.
Detect that magic.
All right, I'm gonna nap.
Okay.
Myself.
How many? Yeah. Let me know what spells you memorized, because detect
Yeah.
magic has Let's take a look at the spell. Detect magic.
I'm gonna take 3 detect magics. Oh no,
Let's
4.
see.
Fuck it.
Detect magic is that?
When the
What level one?
duration is for 10 minutes. When the spell is cast, the priest detects magic along a path 10 feet wide and up to 30 feet long.
My
and
detect
30
magic is an
yards
hour.
long.
Here, I'll put it in the chat. Sorry.
An hour? It's one turn is the duration, right?
The one that you have on the website says an hour here. Oh, one turn. Sorry, I
One
must.
turn,
I-
yeah.
Yeah. Dyslexic.
Yeah. That's fine. 10 minutes. So each detect magic will give you 10 minutes, and you have to concentrate for 1 minute to get like a 10-foot wide, 30-yard long passage.
Okay.
So if you wanted to if you were in the laboratory, since it's only 10 feet wide, it would be like this wide. Laboratory's 25 feet, so you would need 3 minutes to scan the entire laboratory.
I'm gonna take 4 detect magics, 1 entangle, a hold person, and a
Sure. And do
Big
you have to
animals.
burn any spells to do this?
yeah, I just had to burn entangles, so I guess I'll go outside.
Okay.
Burn
Cool.
2 entangles.
And the entangles don't have a casting component other than the holy symbol.
No, it's something
Cool.
really small. Yeah.
Easy peasy then.
And then is
you
Nick
can
getting
burn your
another
spells.
door spell?
No,
I
'cause only
can't
one
nap
of us
him as
can.
well. It's only one of us can nap.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. So wait, what? Who was
Nap
cast?
is on one person.
It basically puts someone to sleep for an hour, and it's like they've slept for a full night.
Oh wait, do we want to cast one more detect door spell or?
We already
It's
cast
out.
it twice. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I thought, but we were initially going to come up with 4. We don't want to cast one in the lab. We don't think there's anything in here.
No.
I think
the
we're gonna go with
detect
this
magic.
door, and then
Sure, that makes sense. I don't know if there'd be 2 secret doors. That wouldn't make much sense. I'm okay with that. Okay, just making sure.
I take 4 detect magics.
Okay. You take 4 detect magics. An hour passes.
While he's doing that for an hour, could we get like all of the objects and odds and ends in this lab and put them all like in one corner so that he can just like work in
Yeah.
one corner? Yeah,
And his room, please.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can organize all the rooms into just like piles of stuff.
basically, yeah.
And tuck them into corners so you can scan them all at the same time.
Okay.
So that the goal would be he only needs like 10 minutes in each room, or I'm sorry, 1 minute in each room because it's all stacked.
Yeah.
up.
Okay. So an hour passes, and then 40 minutes passes as he memorizes his spells. You've been down in the dungeon for about 4 hours, about-ish now. And he memorizes his spells. That'll take, that covers all that jazz. And now you can cast your Detect Magic spell. Your first one is in the laboratory, or I guess it's 10 minutes, so you can cast it and then just use walk to another room and then check it again and check it again and check it again.
Yeah.
So you can check the laboratory, totally fine, nothing magical in here at all. You can come and check the main room over here, the what do we call it, the parlor, the comfortable sitting area that has a gelatinous cube and the little kitchen and all the sofas and everything, and there's nothing magical in here. You can check the bedroom, and you've already stripped out all of the magic from within here. And you can check this this room in here, which will let you know that there's something magical. Like the 4 candles are clearly magical, and there is a magical presence, which is probably the hidden door. Because like if you try to detect magic with an invisible creature nearby, you won't see where the creature is, but you'll know that there's the presence of magic somewhere.
Yeah.
So you're getting like the presence of magic plus the 4 candles, which is letting you know that there's at least something secret and hidden that the detect magic won't reveal on its own, but that there's something magical.
Does he recognize the school of the magic of the unknown presence?
Ooh, great question. Is that a guaranteed?
It's 10% per level,
10%.
I think.
So we have a
So-
30% chance?
You level 3, cleric. Yeah.
Yeah, so has a 10%
Well, I'm level
chance
4,
to
I
level
guess.
determine the sphere. But unlike the wizard
40%.
version, the type of magic cannot be derived. Okay, so just determine the sphere.
Yeah.
Ooh, sphere of influence is a weird thing, but you don't. Doesn't matter. You don't pass that check.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, I don't get to roll it? That's fine.
Yeah. Sorry.
That was out.
It
Did
says
he
here
also
that the
check
spell is blocked by by solid stone at least 1 foot thick. Could he aim at the door
Yes.
and see if he feels any magical things behind the door if it's not 1 foot thick? That would be
He
pretty.
does not feel anything magical behind the door.
Okay.
Did he also
So-
check the testing room in the laboratory?
Yeah, I think
We
we.
brought anything out of there? Yeah.
Yes, that is also non-magical. So, and you've got 10 minutes, right? So you can actually check every room that you've been in through, and you have discovered all of the magical things already, which means everything else here, except for the candles and the gear that you brought in, are mundane.
All right. I mean, look. Let's grab everything that we brought from this place. So I've got the cloak and the ring. I'll start with them. I'll put the ring. I put like my hand on the door with the ring on it and see if that opens it.
Wait,
Does not open.
Before, when I looked at the mirror, I think I looked at it closely and I saw something. I discovered something secret on the mirror. Do you remember this? Am I making this up? I feel like I asked you if I could look around the mirror for anything secret, and I thought I discovered something on the mirror. I don't know if it was writing or a picture or a note. Am I making this up? If you're not remembering it, it must not be important. So.
I'm not remembering.
Oh, I think I
What are these-
discovered platinum or something in his drawer. Okay, never mind. Maybe it wasn't. I might be making that up. Just kidding.
What are the other magical items we've got? The cloak of the cheetah. So, Tyrael, try pressing the fabric of that cloak to where the door is.
Sure, I rub the cheetah cloak up against the door.
Doesn't
I
seem to
try it
make
with
a
the cloak of
difference.
protection as well.
Doesn't seem to make a difference.
Was there anything else? What did you take?
I'm
Anton?
going to try my ring of free action just to walk through the door.
No, good idea, but doesn't work this time.
And if he presses the ring up
clever.
against the door, it doesn't open it.
Correct.
Okay, we've got the candles, so I'll try each of the 4 ever-burning candles that we got here.
What do you mean?
Like,
Try each of the 4? Like press the candles against
pick
the
it
door?
up and bring it up towards the door, yeah.
Yeah, pressing the candles against the door doesn't seem to make sense. Do you remember which candles belonged in which spots? Candles are all pretty identical, right?
We have hours, so let's
You have
spend like
hours.
like an hour.
There's only 24
Um,
combinations, so yeah.
Yeah, let's spend like an hour or two like combining the candles and see if anything can open this door via each candle lit.
So you're like, what do you mean via each candle lit? Like, as the DM, I kind of need some very explicit concepts from you guys.
No, so we'll try the 4 candles in every specific combination.
Okay. So the candles lit so you can see what you're doing. You put them in each combination spot on the walls and you just like move them around to all.
Yeah, we'll have some
4,
off,
yeah.
then we'll light some.
That's a good point, because maybe
that
maybe
make
the
sense?
maybe it opens the door by like blowing one of the candles out.
We might even spend
Okay.
like a few hours doing this if it's.
So I'll try that first. Actually, I will.
Well, here, wait.
I
The
will-
very, very, very first thing: are the candles all identical? Actually, upon very close examination, are all four
They
identical?
look identical to you. There's no markings on any of them. They all seem to be ever-burning candles. Like they're slightly different because they're made out of wax. They're not all like carbon copies of each other.
Okay, but like,
there's
they're-
nothing really,
Okay.
Okay,
and then with all four lit and in 24 different combinations, nothing changes.
doesn't seem to make a difference. No.
Okay, so in the final combination, then I will blow each one out individually, relighting it afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, you blow each individual one out so that there's 3 lit at any time, and nothing seems to change.
Okay, now I try every combination of blowing 2 out.
Ah, well, when you do that, when the candles opposite this door are blown out, but the ones that are positioned on the door side are lit, the door appears before you, including a handle,
Aha!
and you are able to walk through.
So that's why I had you roll the 1d4 to see which ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't just fucking.
I told you I was just screwing with you, but there was a real method to it.
Well, no. You told us you were just screwing with us, which was just screwing with us. So you're
Which
actually
was.
always correct.
No, it mattered because if he had blown it out in if he had blown out these two
No, I know,
first,
but I'm
then-
saying you were just
yeah.
screwing with us when you told us you were just screwing with us because you
Oh,
actually
right.
weren't just screwing with us, right? Yeah.
Right. The
Yeah.
DM lies.
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe Wizard School did help you, brother. It's
Ah.
brilliant.
Yeah, or
idea.
maybe it was
Impressive.
dumb luck. Who knows? I guess we'll never know.
I'll open the door.
All right. You can open the door, and why don't we find out what's on the other side of our break?
All right, we'll be
It's
back.
been about an hour. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. You are within the Tomb of Babylon, the ancient candle maker who has supposedly many powerful candles here for you to pilfer from his lair. First, you have to get to them. So, you find the illusionary door. Who wants to open it?
I'll open
Anton
it.
said he was.
Well, I can open it, yeah. Just because I think I got experience for stuff. So.
Okay, it opens normally. It's
Cool.
fine. Sounds like you're in the front, though, Tyrael.
Yeah, looking for axes. Actually, you know
Alright,
what?
Tyrael.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the passageway continues before you for about 15 feet or so, and then it takes a hard right. And as you look down this hallway that goes to the right, you can see that it is blanketed in a fog cloud
Similar to the one.
after about 10 feet or so.
Is this similar to the phantasmal cloud that we saw before?
Similar, but instead of being like pink, this is just like gray fog. Just thick fog,
Maybe we should hold our breath.
obscuring vision to beyond 5 feet.
Hmm.
Which means you probably can see the ceiling, but you can't see the floor. You can probably see either wall on the side, but you definitely can't see in front of you. very
Does it
far.
have a when I enter the coming down the hallway, does it like stop? Like does it appear to be magically generated? Like it's got like an artificial barrier that if it was a naturally occurring smoke, it wouldn't have.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If it were natural fog, it'd probably fill the entire corridor, but it's just like in front of you down the corridor. It's got to be some sort of permanent magical effect.
Okay.
Well, we didn't spend all day looking for the secret room to get stopped by some smoke.
Yeah, true.
True.
Can
Hold
we
your breath and walk through it, I guess.
There might be a pit trap or something like that, right? It might be obscuring vision, but he would know to avoid the trap.
yeah. It seems strange that this secret room would be trapped, but it's possible.
Use your sword to test your footing.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take my sword out and I'll kind of like tap the ground in front of me.
Yep. The ground directly in front of you seems fine. You've got about 10 feet to the pit, not to the pit trap, to the the fog cloud.
Oh yeah, okay. Can I do that? Can I step into the fog cloud? Can I before entering the fog cloud, can I lean my head in and take like a small breath and then bring my head out and see if it feels like bad? Like is it super hard
So
to
you
breathe
wanna-
or
Breathe in the fog air.
a little bit, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Okay. Yeah,
Seems
then
totally normal.
with my sword drawn then can I kind of like tap the ground and just keep moving in front of me?
Yep.
And then can
You enter the cloud, tapping in front of you. What is the order behind you like? as well? Like, what are you?
I'll be second.
Are you all coming in? Are you like hanging out in the other chamber, letting him do this on his own? What's everyone else doing?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should let Tyrell test it before we all go walking in, because if like the roof does cave in or something like that, it's better than only one of us gets hit.
I think it'd be like close-ish behind him, in case like he falls in and needs help.
True. Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. Yeah,
So,
so
like,
I think
probably
maybe we're
5
at
feet
the.
behind him or something. Is my
I'll stay at the edge of the fog.
yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna stay at the edge of the fog. Imric.
Yes. and-
Tyrael is going to walk forth with Anton right behind him, just in case he falls or something.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Tyrael, you step forward onto a piece of pressure plate, and you hear a click, click. And then there's a thump sound, and a moment later, Imric, from behind you, a crossbow bolt flies with a roll to hit against your AC of a natural 20 modified 25
Oh shit. Okay.
from behind. So it's probably actually, I think the +5 already includes the back attack. Probably not. Actually, 27. 27 clears your AC by 10, doesn't it?
It does.
So a bolt comes directly at your spine from behind.
Only just
Or-
by 10, actually. Wait, are you sure it doesn't include that +2? Because it wouldn't actually wouldn't clear by
No,
10.
it doesn't include the +2 because I didn't want to account for where people would be looking at the moment. It just makes a crossbow bolt at +5 attack.
Okay.
So if your back is turned, you don't get dex, and it's at -2. And, you will take maybe not the worst damage in the world. You will take 11 points of damage as a crossbow
Okay.
bolt shudders you in the back.
Will destroy my armor spell. Okay.
Your armor spell breaks, and you are down hit points.
Yes. Ow! Don't do that again, please. I duck down.
Okay, it appears this room is trapped then, unfortunately. Huh.
You can continue ahead, poking the ground with your sword, tapping it, tapping it, tapping it.
Can I
and
kind
you'll
of...
find?
What? Wait, hold on. Yeah, wait. We're stopped after the trap goes off. Okay. Everybody duck for a moment.
I'll duck.
I know how far the crossbow bolt fired from because it's sticking in my back, so I duck down to lower than that.
Can I tap the lever once more and see if another arrow fires or anything?
It goes click, click again, but there is no more crossbow bolt, no more twang.
Gotcha. Can I move my sword to the left and right of me to see if I feel like walls?
Boop. Yes, you can feel walls on either side of you.
Okay.
Very clever.
It seems like every other trap, he's only had one trap in that room, and then he moved on. The rest of this room, if it recurs again, it should be fine.
Okay, I guess can I continue moving forward? Does my detect traps or find or remove traps help me at all here if I pass a successful
Yeah.
roll?
Go ahead, make me a find remove traps check as you scan the hallway.
Okay, don't care, didn't care, didn't want it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another about 10 feet in, and you'll find the wall, the path, it curves to the left, like another right angle, where there's still wall to the right, there's wall in front of you, but then the path opens to the left, and then basically immediately right there, you're at a three-way fork, where there is a path to your right, the path forward, and the path backwards.
And the smoke is still thick in the air?
The smoke is still thick in the air.
Okay, so maybe I'll catch up now. Anton, don't suppose you've got any healing spells? I'm bleeding quite bad here.
You would be right.
Okay. Should I drink a potion or?
Might as well. We're about to get a fuckload from the Cleric of Martha.
Okay, I'll drink a healing potion now.
Okay.
Is it 2d4 plus 1?
2d4 plus 2.
Just trying to find out my character sheet to
So if we are
remove it.
over here, this is the secret door that you guys came in through.
Yeah.
And then the path curved right, and you're now in like the smoke area over here. And then it seems to curve left with an option to go straight or to go right.
Oh, I thought there were three different, but you're including the one behind us. So we either go straight or right?
Yeah, straight or right.
7.
Very nice.
Well, which direction, guys? All right, right it is.
All right.
Can we go Can we start? I want to move low to the ground even. I'll even crawl, if that's okay.
Yeah, you get nice and low so you can see the floor in front of you.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to crawl forward.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw as you begin to crawl forward and your hand plunges through the ground. And by dexterity saving throw, I just mean a dex check. As your hand pushes through the ground, you catch yourself with your knees on either side, and the floor below you is just an illusionary floor that plummets about 15, 20 feet down to a spike pit below.
Okay.
This guy was paranoid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a detect magic.
The cloud of fog around you
Yeah.
is pretty much obscuring all of the magic because it's like you're surrounded by it.
Okay. Let's keep going, I guess, the other way.
Well, hold on. Does this spiked thing block the entire room off? Or, like, can you crawl around it? Is it just like a... How wide is the hall?
It's about 5 feet across, and your vision's about 5 feet, so you can see the edge of the spiked pit.
Can we go around it?
You'd have to
Go over it.
hop over it. You'd have to jump.
Is it jump over a bowl? I can see the other edge of it?
It's 5 feet wide. I think an athletic and dexterous person such as yourself has got the ability to jump 5 feet. As long as you're not in like pressure. If you're being chased, I might make you make a check, but you've got all the time to set it up right.
Would it be worth it to hop over the trap and see what's on the other end?
We've got to, right? We can't just leave a passageway unexplored.
You're
How would
absolutely
an
right.
old wizard get over?
Is there a marking on the left or
Oh,
right
yeah,
of the
I can
wall
go
that
over.
shows that, like...
Mm-mm.
No. Okay, I would like to hop
No.
over the trap. I'll back up and then I'll run and then
I duck down. I duck down.
I'll immediately duck once I land on the other end.
Sure. You leap and duck into a roll because you've got tumbling, and no traps fire. And you walk to the end of the hall, which is only another 10 or 15 feet, and come to a solid dead end.
Okay.
Can I inspect this wall?
Yep, you press against it. It seems real. It seems solid. With a 32 on the perception check, you can examine the grout and the corners and all the little details, and it seems just like a dead end.
Okay. I will, hop back.
Okay.
It seems as though this is just a dead end.
Yeah, I guess
Back
just
to the other side.
the trap. All right, let's go the other way.
We'll go the other way.
Okay. You come the other way and immediately takes a turn, coming back down in this direction.
Where are we looking?
Staying low to the ground again, like crawling.
Yeah. Here, let's actually resize you boys. So you're here, you're back here, and Imric, you wanted to? Were you still staying at the edge of the fog
No.
cloud way over here?
No.
No, you're followed up with everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, Tyrael, you come heading down this passageway, tapping your sword along the route until your sword hits something, and there's a click, click, and followed by a quick thwang, and a crossbow bolt flies towards you from your front this time.
Even while
With
crawling,
a
it's
natural one on the die.
even
Oh,
while
you're crawling.
Yeah,
still?
we were crawling. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So it flies right above you and like hits the wall behind you to no
Okay.
effect.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And a few feet later, you find yourself outside of the fog cloud. Like it really only encompasses. Let me change the color so we can see what's going on here. Like this area is all foggy. That's about it.
Once I get a grip of like the shape of the fog cloud, I want to like it's near where I'm standing, right? I look for a candle or something like that on the floor or on a wall or something that might be producing the fog.
No, nothing. Must be a wall of fog or a fog cloud spell coupled with a permanency spell
Okay.
or something. Yeah. But you can make your way out of the fog and see before you is a chamber that has 2 exits. One exit goes north. Of course, these are actually at straight angles. I'm just a bad doodler. And one exit goes south. This main room right here is empty. Just completely empty.
Are they doors or just open passageways?
Open passageways that you can gaze through.
All right. What do we see?
Seems like the wizard likes to go deeper, so maybe go down.
both rooms are pretty much identical. They are just like square rooms about the same size as the one that you're in right now. Whoops, that line is weird. And let me just do my doodle first. These scales are all off. They're all the same size. On either side of the room, of each room, we're just gonna look at the top one to make a demonstration. There is a bookshelf over here on the left side, and on the right side there is a bookshelf as well. On the top room, these bookshelves contain candles. On the bottom room, these bookshelves contain scrolls. At the back of both rooms is a statue of a woman with a helmet on and some plate armor on, and a shield in one hand and a sword in the other hand.
This looks to be a trap.
Well, there's the candles. There's some scrolls as well. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on.
Let's think through it. The golem will or the statues will probably come alive, I would assume.
Yeah.
Well, can we try to disarm the statues first?
We could try.
Can try. I don't think I have any useful spells right now. Can I cast detect magic and get the statues?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm close enough.
Sure enough, the candles are magical. The statue does radiate some magic, as does a small stone on the corner of the door over here, of this hallway.
Is that like a stone that we would step on usually, or is it a stone
It's
on the
like
wall?
a stone that's part of the wall at the base of it.
I'll
Maybe
point it out. Do you think
it
we
might-
should press that?
Yeah, it might deactivate them or something like that once they've started.
Or
On
activate
both
them?
walls or just one?
Both sides, yeah. On this corner right here and on this corner right here.
I would assume that the wizard wouldn't just walk in. He would know that the secret button's here. He would press it and it would deactivate the golems or something. That's my guess. I don't think the average person is going to be pressing these.
Yeah, I agree. It
walking
might deactivate them. You might have to press it beforehand, or maybe you press it once they're activated. But yeah, I think that's probably a good shout. Tyrael, why don't
Yeah.
you go and try and grab one of those candles, and we'll keep a hand on this button.
Sure thing.
So I
Yeah,
press the button.
I'll press.
Yeah, okay.
With my
I'll press the
sword
button at the
drawn
top.
and moving fairly carefully with my eyes on the statue.
The stone doesn't seem to press in, but it does wobble out to the side, like it pivots.
Well, then I'll move it if I can.
Yeah, sure, you pivot it.
Wait, what, is there any symbols or anything like that on it? On, off?
No, it's just
that?
like a loose stone in the wall.
I
Okay.
pivot it.
Yeah.
All right, you pivot it. It comes all the way out to a 90-degree angle, and then it seems to stop there.
Okay. Well, Tingo, go in.
All right, yeah. I'll make my way into the room. My eyes on the statue.
Statue doesn't move. Solid stone.
Can I, in terms of the statue glowing, was the sword glowing or the chain or the plate mail glowing as well, or was it just a statue?
The whole statue, like including the stone and the armor. Like the armor and the weapons are made out of stone. It's all, like, the
They're
same
not like
armor.
metal weapons or anything being, okay,
Right,
gotcha.
right.
I'll wait and then I'll pivot the next one after this one's done.
Wait, yeah, okay, I would like to remove from this room, what am I taking?
Candles.
Candles.
And
There
scrolls.
are
Scrolls are in there.
Your mom's in the other room.
6, 10, 14,
I'll take these.
18, 28, 32, 36, 46, 48 candles, and one half-burned candle. So there's a shit ton.
So what are we calling these again? They were called.
Candles?
Magic
They had
candles.
What is the weight
Well,
of each?
So there are various different types and kinds and colors, is what I should
Okay,
be saying
okay.
here.
So
Right, so
48
there's, like-
magical candles.
Yeah. The black Babylon candles that you know are the teleport ones. There's 1.5 of these remaining.
Mhm.
And then there are. There are 6 orangish candles, 4 bluish candles. I don't think I labeled all these colors. Let me do this.
I mean, we grab them all. We can sort them out when we get home.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
sort
let's
them
just do
out.
that. What-
There's a whole bunch of different candles.
You said it was 48 and a half of them?
48.5.
And
I've got it on my character sheet.
wait, you added it?
Yeah.
Wait, I'll add it just for now.
Okay.
I need to loot things. What is
Yeah,
the total
yeah,
weight? Or what are the weights of each of these?
48.5 pounds.
Really? Each one is a
Wait,
pound?
Yeah, they're about 6-inch candles, about yay wide. They weigh about a pound.
Oh shit. Wait, do they fit in the coin purse?
The coin
Yeah,
purse
they'll
can
fit in
carry
the coin
50
purse.
pounds, so yeah, I'll put all of them in the coin purse, I guess.
Is there anything in the coin purse right now?
I've
Just
got
some-
2.16 pounds, so I I'm over by like half a pound. I guess I could take my coins out and put the candles in.
Okay. Cool.
Did
So
we
take the coins
fix?
out, put the candles in.
Did we fix my weight stuff?
I think we did.
Because when I check my thing, it still says severe. Although I just added 48 pounds. Hold on, I'm sorry.
How big are the
Yeah.
candles? Are they big enough to fit into like the coin of purse? Or
Yeah,
are
they
too
do,
small?
yeah.
Oh, they do,
Yeah,
okay.
they do.
They do. Okay. All right.
Okay. And scrolls, Neil?
Sure. You just head down to the south side.
No, you said the scrolls were in the opposite bookshop.
Scrolls are in this one down here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, candles in the top, scrolls on the bottom.
Okay, we flip that stone as well first.
Sure. You flip the stone as well, and within here are piles of scrolls. There are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 scrolls in here.
Wow. Okay, are you taking them as well, Stephen?
Yeah, I can. How many scrolls you said? 17, 18?
18.
18? How much do these
Yeah.
weigh?
Each of them is 1/10 of a pound, so 1.8 pounds.
Seems like we got a good haul. Good thing I took so many detect magics.
Okay, I got it.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right. And just as easy as you guys came in, you can head out back through the cloud of fog with the pressure plates, which you've already triggered, so they don't do anything again, and back out
Wait.
through the main front entrance.
You said that there
out
were
to
two.
the moonlight.
You said there were two bookcases back here. Are there any books of interest, or were they only holding like the
No,
potions
they-
on the scrolls?
The bookcases just held the scrolls and the candles.
Okay. There was nothing in this room. If I investigate the left, I'm guessing not, since we all ran out. Okay.
Which one? This bottom one?
No, this main one.
Yeah, it's just an empty room.
Yeah.
It seems to just be an atrium for either of these treasure rooms.
Gotcha. We don't want to fight the statues, guys.
Did we see the black candles?
Yeah, we have
did.
one
Yeah.
one and a half
and a
of
half.
them.
Well, we could kill these for experience.
The only
Like, I seen
question is I don't know if my sword, if we can hit them, if it does half damage because they're stone. They might even damage our weapons. I don't know if magical weapons get damaged when hitting stone.
Potentially. I mean, I could use the Wand of Magic Missile, but I see no reason for us to fight these things if we don't have to.
They might be even pretty powerful, so we'll just leave them alone.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys slip out and back away. Make your way
let's-
back out into the moonlight on top of the mountain.
I guess
Yep.
we should sleep and head down in the morning.
Guess so.
Okay. Great.
We'll close the doors and whatnot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You close it up.
Wait, I grabbed the forever burning candles first.
Okay.
Um,
There. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna rotate the stones back.
The stones back.
Like
The
Oh,
alert
right.
sounds.
The corner
statues.
traps. Right. You rearm them. Perfect. And you guys head out.
All right, we rest. Can I get some healing for tomorrow, please, Anton?
Yes. When wait, can we rest again?
Yeah, because we stayed up all day before the door opened.
Right. So you come out like
Okay.
after spending 3 hours in the tomb, and then you can sleep the rest of the night.
Yeah, I'll have healing.
So, I'll place the purple candle in my hooded lantern for the night and let it burn.
Okay.
Sure. Next day, you can. There's no trouble that night. You can head down the mountain, passing by a couple of those traveling groups of hikers that you saw earlier. You'll get back down to the tavern below. You'll see that hunter that came through your camp, who's just hanging out in the common room with not with your servants, but like in the same room as your servants. And your servants spot you, hop to attention, run over, and say, "My lord, did you catch anything? Anything for the lot?"
Unfortunately, no luck this time, but it's always good to get out these mountains, get out of the nasty city, get some fresh air, so I'd say it was a successful trip nonetheless.
Splendid,
It's
sir.
very tricky.
Seems the mountain has bested you twice, but third time's the charm, eh?
Perhaps we'll be back in the future.
Right. Back to the city?
Back to the
Back
city,
to
indeed.
I think so.
I gave you
Come
10
on,
points
Enya.
of healing, Nick.
Anaya, let's
Okay.
go, says Ferret.
I fill up my wine flask.
All right. And back you make it to the city. Well done, everybody. You have looted the tomb.
Nice.
Effectively.
We, on our way out, we didn't specify this, but we probably have grabbed the Wraith Candle as well. The Phantasmal.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I
We had placed it
In
at
the
the entrance on
carriage.
the pedestal.
yeah.
Right,
yeah,
he
yeah,
said he
you're right.
grabbed it on the way out.
Oh, okay. I don't remember if you said that one or not. Okay.
In the lantern, in the trip in the carriage on the way back, Neil, I will cast read magic twice and have a read over these scrolls.
Okay, so how many pages can you read in that time?
I think 6. Do you know what they are? I don't mind just waiting till next time if you don't know.
No. I know exactly what they are. I just have to find the right page. So some of these are duplicates of each other, and some of them are not.
So if they're
So
duplicates,
you'll be
will
able to
that
quickly
count as-
scan over and see which ones are duplicates. So I'll just give you 6 types of scrolls that are here. If I can find the actual...
Is there a place on the character sheet for notes?
The very front page has 2 boxes at the bottom for notes, I think. Okay. 6, huh?
Yeah.
So there are 3 protection from paralyzation scrolls, 4 dispel magic scrolls, 2 wizard eyes. You get 6, was it? 3 and 3?
Yeah. 2
two
magic
pro-
eyes.
Yes, wizard eyes.
2 wizard eye.
2 protection from gas. 1 wall of stone. 1 flesh to stone. And then there are 5 other scrolls that are indecipherable because you ran out of read magics.
Okay.
What does Wall of Stone do, Imric?
Creates a giant wall of stone.
Makes
Permanently.
Permanently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You build a
Powerful
house.
stuff.
Could build a house. I'm sure there's better uses for this, though. You said it's flesh to stone, not stone to flesh.
Flesh to stone.
Okay.
All right. You can make it back to the capital. You've got a whole bunch of candles, which you can deliver to the clerics there, not the clerics, the wizards and clerics in the queen's chambers, and they will get to work on identifying these things for you. They've got some records of Babylon, so they kind of know what his stuff does. It should be a pretty simple 1 or 2 days of digging into it to get all the details for you.
Okay, I mean, I say we take a couple of days. I'll try and learn another spell. I'll read the rest of these scrolls.
It's
And
like
we
a
can
week,
get
and
the
I can
candles.
learn. I can teach my rat some tricks.
Let's do a whole week maybe after we've done the cleric tomb, because we don't know how long we'll be down there for.
Oh, I was just gonna wait. I was gonna say we wait on that because it's 2 weeks until the ball, correct?
Yeah.
And it takes us a week to get there.
No, it's 2 weeks
2 and
until
a
we
half
have to
weeks.
leave for the ball. Well, 1.5 weeks. So I say we can probably try and do the cleric tomb now.
Actually, today's the 18th. The ball is in exactly 2 weeks.
We don't know if we can do the cleric room in a week. I don't think it's worth risking it.
Well, I think we probably can do it in a week. I mean, it's just a tomb. Like, how long can it take to explore? I don't.
Well, I mean,
mind
theoretically,
waiting.
I'm guessing if we could ace every trial, we could do it like in an hour.
Yeah.
But we should probably we should probably ask around. I'm sure somebody has tried this, right? Maybe we could get a little bit of information first.
We could do that. I would personally put my weight in. We take a week of rest and stuff, and we try to figure out how we can. I don't know what the word is. get dirt on the Prince of Kronwick, so we can get the rings at the very least.
Do we want to
Maybe we could go
blackmail
down there
him?
early. Yeah. Maybe we can go down there early and find a young girl that he would be interested in.
Jesus.
That was a question. Do we want to blackmail him, Tyrell? Do you think that's okay?
What is the relationship like between our nation and Kronwick?
So, the Kingdom of Drekis, it has these 5 principalities that are run by like offshoots of the royal family from long ago. So Kronwick is one offshoot of the royal family, and they were considered the ruler of Kronwick is the High Prince there. So they're related by blood a long, long time ago, but they're sort of like a separate family that rules that peninsula now. So the relations are generally pretty good, is what I'm saying.
And they're still part of Drekis, right?
They're definitely part of Drekis.
Yeah.
And it's with the war going on, all the different princes and princesses from these areas are supplying troops and resources, manpower, supplies, magic for the war effort. They would be considered very close allies. Closest of the close.
I'm happy to take a week because I've got plenty of spells I can try and learn.
Now, what I would say is it wouldn't necessarily be blackmail. What we could do is add, get a good look of him, get a good look at the rings, and we could just make identical ones in look, but not in, obviously, use. And then we get a lady to basically, in the night, when she's with him, to swap the rings. He would be none the wiser.
He might the next time he tries to walk into a fire, though, and get killed.
How often?
Not to mention that if
princes...
this is a Prince of Kronwick, his items might be checked somewhat regularly. There might be a way for him to know, like, he's surrounded by wealth, by skilled wizards and stuff. I don't know.
Have you ever once like checked your items? Like
Well,
in
I
the
mean, we
morning, like, asked me
utilize
to
ours.
cast-
What if he has that regeneration ring because of some disease or something he has? Would that be a thing?
He doesn't have the regeneration ring.
Yeah, the
Oh wait, he doesn't.
vampire.
Oh, that was a vampire. Okay.
He
Because
has
the thing is,
fire
with this,
and someone else.
Oh, yeah.
he doesn't have the best items.
Oh no,
he
that's
just has
true
one of
actually.
them
Wait,
is
the
mandatory.
main things we want are the protection from fire ring and the cloak of protection, probably, right? We don't care about the dagger. I guess a protection from petrification would be nice, but
Yeah, that is useful.
Basically, both of his rings, the cloak can come or go.
No, the cloak's good. +1 AC on saves, that's really good.
It's probably
The cloak is an item of high visibility, though, right?
Yeah.
Because you wear it about you. A ring is sort of easy for people not to notice, but if there's a magic cloak and it has a specific look to it, that
Yeah.
could be one of those things that might be spotted. Like you might have to only equip it when you're ready to do something. Not to say you shouldn't go for it, but just as a
Is this-
reminder of the visibility.
how do we do the cloak stacking? Is it or like gear stacking? Can you wear 2 cloaks at once or no? No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. One item
I've already
per
got a cloak of protection, but it could be a cloak of protection +2 or 3 or something, in which case it's even better.
I think the cloak is going to be really hard to get if we go my method. I think my method would work really easily.
I
I
could,
think
but I mean, we're blackmailing like a royalty. There's like this guy's still alive.
Well, it's not blackmailing, is it? Because he's not going to know.
Oh.
I mean, we'll swap him out.
Yeah.
I think if we're going to try and lure him in with a girl, we try and lure him away from his guards. I color spray him, and then we just rob him. He never sees us.
But then he'd know that his items are gone, and they're going to be always like looked for.
Sure, but
Whereas my method, in theory, he would be none the wiser.
I think he's going to
Probably.
know the first time he comes near a fireplace and he feels the heat.
But he won't know who stole them or when they got replaced.
Yeah.
He'll have no idea. I think that method has high probability. We know that he has a vice towards women. If you don't like the plan, that's fine. But
I also just think the stuff in the Cleric's tomb could be useful, right? The medallion of ESP.
Well, I mean,
useful.
ideally we want both. So the most important question is do we want to try this prince thing at all? Because if we do, we need to make that decision.
Yeah, I think we do. We need the fire ring. We have to have it.
So you don't have to go with just the opportunity of the party, right? That's just a convenient hook.
Mhm.
But you know, he'll still have the items even after the party.
My vote is to just like think about it. How are we going to steal it at the party? Like, I feel like if we're going to steal this stuff, it's going to be in private.
Well, he
not
said
at
a girl can
party.
just swap it out, right?
Yeah, but not at the party. Like that could.
No,
happen.
not at the
That-
party, but the party would be
Not
the
the
excuse
party.
for us traveling there or whatever.
The party would be the excuse for us to go to Kronwick. We would meet with a lady.
I
set all
think
the
if
stuff.
his items are getting stolen, then it's better that no one knows we were there anyway.
Well, there's going to be tons of people there. There's no way they could levy an accusation at us, right?
We'd probably even have an alibi. Oh, we were at
Yeah.
the party. Like we
Unless
went to
things-
the party and then.
Unless suspicious questions were asked at some point. Do you know what I mean? If it's known that we're there, it's easier for things to go wrong and fingers to get pointed at us.
I guess, but
Um,
there's a bunch of people there.
I mean, they would have to
so
point fingers at every single person that came
Yeah.
in, right? Like, imagine
No,
in real
I-
life, if you're having
Also,
a
he's
party.
not gonna know.
If you have a party and 50 friends show up and somebody steals your shit, those are the worst times because you're never going to know who stole your shit because all your friends are there or all the people were there, right?
Yeah, but if one of the people at the party was heard asking questions about your laptop or something like that.
Yeah, we're not going to
But
ask
we're not
questions,
gonna be
though.
asking
But
questions.
we're not going to be like, hey, do you know what his ring has been? Right, we would just kind of like glimpse his jewelry, see what it is, get replacements made, send a girl in, swap it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, I'd say we go then. I'm okay with waiting a week and not doing the cleric tomb. I'm also okay with doing the cleric tomb.
I would like to wait a week, I guess. I mean, we don't even have to wait a week. We can just like go on the boat
The
and
thing-
get down there early.
The thing I like about the Cleric Tomb, the reason why I lean towards that more is because the Prince of Kronwick thing has the opportunity to blow up into something way, way, way more complicated and way more time consuming. Whereas like the trials are just we do them, and then he already said this guy said he was looking at like another tomb from a Kuban fighter or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. Why don't we get this out the way when we've got the time? We could
Fine,
go
I mean,
tomorrow.
do we still want to do the Prince of Kronwick stuff?
Yeah,
we
I
do
Yeah,
just
maybe
do it
at some
quickly?
point, but I think we should prioritize like the easy stuff here. That Prince of Kronwick stuff just it could go really good, but the downsides
Yeah.
of that are like really massive.
Okay, that's fine.
We could go tomorrow. We could still end up with. I mean, if we can do it all in a day, we could still end up with basically a week to wait anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Anton agrees.
All right then. Well, we've been out on the road. Should we? It's early evening. I mean, we could go and check it out now, but I say we take the night off and prepare to head in tomorrow.
To the tomb?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sounds fine.
Okay. Neil, I want to go and speak to my instructor at the wizard school,
Okay.
and
You probably had more of a private instructor than like an actual academy, if that is
okay.
okay
I
with
mean,
you.
I go and speak to my instructor then.
Okay. Sure. He's got another pupil. He's moved on, but you're a person of some importance. He will easily find time for you. What would you like to
Okay.
speak with him about?
What's his name?
His name is Devon.
Okay. I go and see him in the evening. Before I've had too much to drink.
Mm-hmm.
I go knock on his door.
He will open it and see you there. My, Emmerich, is that you? It's been a long time.
Master Devon. Yes, it's good to see you again. How are things?
Quite well, quite well. Please, come in. What brings you here at this late hour?
Well, look, I know I was never the best student, but I'm starting to take my studies a little bit more seriously as I advance in age, and some of the lessons that I'd failed to pick up in our tutoring, I was wondering if perhaps I could revisit them.
You don't say.
Yes.
Well, well, well. It's not every day that a former student arrives to apologize for their poor studiousness.
maybe it's not the word I'd use, but sure, yeah. Yeah. I thought color spray was I thought that was all I'm gonna need. I could any women that refuse my advance. No, I'm just joking.
It's a dark joke, Imric.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, I was wondering if maybe you could copy some spells for me that perhaps I could learn. I'd be happy to pay you.
Which spells and for what purpose do you need these things?
For my brothers and I have taken up hunting, trying to do some good things around the kingdom, and I've got myself into some scraps as of late. Fighting some kobolds, things like that, and I was wondering if maybe perhaps magic missile maybe could be of some use.
You're not going to attack any innocent people with it, are you?
Of course not. My family's name is already in ruin. I wouldn't. dare
Right,
risk
there's
it
not much
falling
further
any
it could go, is what I'm saying.
On the contrary, Devon, actually, the reason we're going around trying to help these people is that we're trying to perhaps lift ourselves out of this rut that we found ourselves in.
Mm-hmm.
Look, there are plenty of wizards in town that I'm sure would be happy to provide this information for me. I come to you because I know that I think we were friends once, and I know I wasn't always the best student, but I'm sure you want to see me excel.
Well, it is a basic defensive spell. I don't see why a noble such as yourself shouldn't have access to this. Yes, I can write up a magic missile spell for you to study off of. But I have other students. I can't give you the proper tutorage you might need.
Yeah, well, I'll see what I can do. I'm sure I'll get it eventually. I'll just take the time.
Right. Why don't you send a servant by in a week with 200 gold, and I'll have a scroll roll ready for you.
200 gold. Okay. Yes, no, it's perfectly reasonable. Yes, thank you very much, Devon. Have a good night.
Good night, Imric.
All right.
And yeah, cool.
I walk away feeling ripped off.
Yeah, he did charge you double, but
I guess he knows I can afford it.
yeah, that just sort of happens. You're high enough status, you just pay more for everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. All right.
Very well done.
And I will then. We're just going tomorrow, so there's no time to cast more read magic. So yeah.
Are you going to the tomb tomorrow, the clerical tomb tomorrow?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so. Yeah.
Excellent.
So. This is just going to be useless against anything that would live in a tomb, isn't it?
What is color spray?
Color spray, yeah, like it's going to be like undead, or it's going to be like constructs. I literally have. Well, I need to recast armor actually. Do you think we'll need a reveal doors?
I'm trying to think of what a cleric of Martha would have.
I feel like it would be weird to have trials that require you to have specific spells prepared to pass said trial. It's possible. That seems like it would be weird, but it's possible.
I'm feeling it's for like a cleric to go through. So I'm thinking about taking slow poison or something like that, because like a cleric of Martha would have a bunch of spells.
Yeah, you should probably learn life spells from the life sphere.
To just like immediately like swap that. So that's what I'm taking my spells on.
Okay, I'll take a detect magic. I'll refresh my armor, and I'll take invisibility. Oh, actually, no. I'll be able to cast armor and then learn something else when I.
Oh, that spell looks sick.
Thanks. I'll take a nap and a slow poison. I'm also going to take Call Upon Faith, 3 Cure Light Wounds, and then I haven't picked the last one.
Okay, I take that and I refresh my armor spell.
And I guess Protection from Evil.
Yeah, maybe.
Not like maybe.
Alright, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready as well.
I'm gonna ready my spell. Oh nope, I don't have any already.
You ready your thieves' tools?
Yeah.
from your climbing
Okay.
gloves.
If there's a trial in here that we have to climb, I'll fuck that trial up, okay?
Yeah.
On to the trial of the cleric. No time to stop and see what the candles do or the scrolls do. Just moving on to the clerical trial.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll just ask
Yeah.
between either break or at the end. You can just give us a breakdown or whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
wait, do you think maybe we
Great.
should take that half obsidian candle in case we do get stuck in there? So we can just teleport the fuck out.
I mean, I have all
Yeah.
of it on me still. I just...
Well, I think we've given it to the Queen or to Cletus for him to identify
given
it
it to
all for
Wait,
us.
did we?
Smoke
Yeah, it'll
all
take
that
them
shit.
about 48
Oh.
hours from the time that you give it to them to identify. So you can wait until after the cleric tomb, or you can give it to them while you're in the cleric tomb, whichever you prefer.
But I think we could just take half of one of those Babylon candles in case we do get stuck and need to teleport out.
We'll take the small Babylon candle if we need to teleport out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that, sure.
Everything else with them.
Okay.
Oh, have we had a chance to work out the attack bonus on the static axe yet?
You guys did have like a week of downtime while you were learning some spells and stuff, and there was like, yeah, there's some room in here where you could have done that.
Mm-hmm.
The static axe is +2 to hit and damage, and can discharge a bolt of electricity that will increase the axe damage by d6, but it must be recharged in between uses. Actually,
this
has a number of
one-handed?
these charges.
It's one-handed.
Yeah, it's one-handed.
So if we haven't got axe proficiency, it's going to be a -1 to hit,
Yeah.
but it's
Be
going to be a +1
-0 to
damage.
hit because you're all fighters. So you
No, I
have
mean
no
relative to our +1 swords.
Ah,
So it's going to be a -1 to hit, but +1 damage, and then with an extra d6 damage on top. So I mean, currently I've got it. I'll probably use it if no one else wants it.
Take it.
The axe?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
very nice. Okay. You can make your way to the crypt here in Wicthon Rarenta, but it's actually the crypt is actually just in a graveyard, like a public graveyard. So, like if you show up in the middle of the day, there's going to be people within line of sight somewhere paying respects to some tomb and see you guys walk in.
Can
So,
Can I ask around at the people that are out here? Just kind of like chat them up, maybe hang out for like an hour to find out if anybody's ever gone in here before.
just gonna like lurk the graveyard, asking people if they've been in a tomb.
Yeah, I think. Wait, hold on. Let me think about this. Does anybody come to this particular tomb to like pay respects or to look at it, or are they all going to like their own individual graves or whatever?
I'm not sure what you
Wait,
mean
is
by
this like
that
a graveyard that has like other people like buried here, or is it?
This is a graveyard. There's like hundreds, maybe thousands of graves.
Yeah, what
some
I'm
of
asking
them
is, like, do-
mausoleums, some of them are just tombstones.
Yeah, do clerics or anybody like come to this particular tomb to like pay respects or say a prayer or any weird shit like that, or?
Not that you're aware of.
No.
It's not like a special tomb that people frequent all the time, but it is just in and amongst all the others.
Oh, that's not like a special marking of it. Okay.
There should be
Yeah,
like
I mean,
a
there's
graveyard
it's
keeper.
a structure. It's a building, like an actual mausoleum that you would open a door and walk inside. But it is in and amongst other mausoleums and gravestones and obelisks.
Is there like a keeper of this graveyard that we can go talk to? Obviously,
Absolutely.
someone knows about though. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a small group of people that keep the graveyard. It's headed by a cleric of the temple nearby, and then there's some like non-clerical workers who do the actual graving and the day-to-day maintenance.
We're gonna move the cleric.
Sweet. The cleric here is Mother Ladia. She is a cleric of Falumbra, goddess of like the souls, sort of the repository for all life, somewhat considered like the supreme god, but at the same time like doesn't actually have much action in the world, doesn't really speak to her people or her clerics, but a part of her is what creates the soul for each individual creature on this world, and when you die you return to her.
Oh, so kind of like our current Christian god that does nothing but is supposedly all powerful. Just kidding, sorry.
Probably closer to some sort of Buddhist notion of, reincarnation.
Sure.
Nice try, Steve.
Shut up, Moot. Talk to him. Gravekeeper.
Cleric.
Cleric.
Yes. Yes.
We are we were sent by I'll recant the name. I don't think you gave us one. Cleric of Martha.
Janice
Yeah.
or something, right?
Janice.
Oh, yes,
Correct.
Janice. We were sent by Janice to I'll speak in a hushed tone. Do the trials of great Cleric of Martha who's buried here.
Heka?
Yes.
Heka, I mean, he says.
Correct.
The Cleric of Martha, buried here maybe 30 years ago.
Yes, the one that all the clerics came and helped put together.
Hmm. And?
Well, I would assume that you are the one who can point us in the right direction of the trials. Am I under the incorrect?
You are correct. I can show you to the tomb. Haka, Cleric of Martha.
Have there been other people that have tried these trials?
Not to my knowing. Their nature is a poorly kept secret. No one is restricted from paying their respects, and all who enter are tried with or without their knowing. But I know of no people who have attempted.
Guess we'll be the first.
Okay.
Let me show you. And what time of day or night have you arrived at this place?
Imagine we would have probably come like in the morning, right?
Yeah, I think so.
There's no reason why
Okay.
we should have to be at night, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, then it is a bright, cheery day as you approach the tomb. You can see other people hanging out, paying respects to the dead as they ought to. A group of grave diggers are digging a new hole in the ground. There's some stone masons that are working on a mausoleum a little bit down the ways. You're definitely not alone here, but with the cleric of the graveyard with you, it should be pretty easy. You arrive at a stone mausoleum. It's got a door that leads into it. There's a symbol of Martha emblazoned on it, 2 looped rings together, a heavy latch on the door, but with a lock, but it is not actively locked right now. The building is maybe 10 feet wide by 20 feet deep or so. Comes to a little point on the top with a, what do you call it? The thing that directs lightning so it doesn't destroy the building.
Lightning rod? Or something different?
Lightning rod. That's the one.
Well, here we are. Is this a trial that all 3 of us can attempt at once, or is this a one person at a time kind of thing?
I believe all 3 of you can go in at the same time.
Any words of encouragement? I chuckle.
She shakes her head.
Well then,
Should we write our wills first, or?
One should always be prepared for death. It comes for us all.
There will be
Ferocity
no
awaits
death
us in
here.
the end.
Yeah, somehow I expected that answer. Very well. I mean, I'm ready if you are, Anton Cyril.
we'll bid you adieu and see you on the other side soon.
Well, hopefully not that other side, but
I will pray over your bodies should you not return.
Okay, I think we're done talking with you. Shall we
right.
proceed?
We'll go in.
She opens the door for you. Before you is a simple room with 2 doors exiting it.
Okay.
Any symbology or anything like that on the walls above the doors?
No. So the room is about 10 by 10. There are 2 doors on the opposite ends, one on the right side, one on the left side. And before you, in the very center of the room, is a circular Corinthian-style pedestal that rises up, and then at like a 45-degree angle, there is a plaque that looks like a book, but it's like made out of stone, so it clearly doesn't have pages that can be turned. And written upon the plaque is the text, speak the reason for your visit. And I think with that, we'll go to our last break.
All right, we'll be back.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. Our players are in the middle of a crypt. Before them is a pedestal, which reads, "Speak the reason for your visit."
We're here to protect these lands from the evil dragon known as Scoria.
Nothing happens.
For us to defeat this dragon, we require the items this cleric was buried with.
Defend.
What was the name of her? What was the name of the buried cleric again?
Heka or
Heka? Heka?
Haka.
Heka.
Heka.
We require the items that Heka was buried with in order to protect these lands.
We require the items that Haka was buried. The purpose for your entrance, your visit, is because you require the items?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the truth.
That's pretty Drew.
We require... Okay. The door on the left opens and reveals a stairway down into the earth.
Well, this looks good.
I guess we take this door. I wonder what's behind the other door.
I'll lead the way.
All right. You
Wait.
enter down into a
No, okay,
room
fine, go.
that's maybe 10 feet wide, maybe 20 feet deep. On the wall directly opposite of you is a doorway with a heavy wooden door banded with metal. The room is magically lit. On your left side, there are symbols of the big six gods stuck against the wall, or like emblazoned into the wall. And there are like little shelves that come in the wall as well. Under each symbol of the god is a series of 2 shelves. And in the middle of the room is a woman with golden hair who appears and says, "You have passed the trial of honesty. This is the trial of faith." And then she sort of like fades away. So on the left side of this room, you got the symbols of the 6 gods, 2 little like cubbies under each one, and then there are 12 scrolls sitting on the ground.
Anton will go and read the scrolls.
Here you go.
Can you tell us the 6 gods? I would know it.
I've just linked the Pantheon.
Are we allowed to look at that?
Yeah, you can look at that. You're probably going to need it.
So the 6 main ones are Aster of Law and Order, Philumbra of Souls, Malchus of Chaos, Martha of Life, Nadinus of Nature, Tempos of Time, and Veracity of Death. And then it seems like these scrolls are referring to the children of the gods as well, which I think you can also see on the bottom image in that link.
Mm-hmm. Are we thinking that
We have to put the scrolls under each.
yeah.
So
Do we
there's
think
6
that 2
gods.
of them go to one god? Or do we think that 2 of them go to like the god? Well, goes to the god and then under it is like the son or like the daughter? Like their lower god? Or do we think both of them pertain to like Veracity?
Well, there's 12 scrolls and there's
yeah.
6 shells, so maybe there's 2 scrolls per god.
Okay.
Well, brother, this is your area of study, yeah?
Yeah.
It would be. It's gonna take some time for me to read these and get back to you, but maybe we can go one by one and we can all agree.
I agree.
Let's start top left. My beloved child has murdered countless lives, though it grieves me to say she must be stopped. Probably order and law, I would assume.
Well, let's look at the children of the gods.
Wait, why are we doing children?
Well, my beloved child has murdered countless lives.
I assume that means like now I could be wrong in this assumption. I assume all of these are like scenario, and then you're trying to figure out which god it would be.
Yeah, but does child not refer to one of the other gods?
Yeah, but what what Anton is saying is perhaps these are just statements that somebody would make if they were believing in this god or following this god, not rather a statement the god
Correct.
themselves would make.
Oh,
We
I
could just
see.
read the others to figure out if.
Yeah, okay, I think maybe you're right, yeah.
All things serve many purposes. One of her many is to die at your hands.
You should also be able to click these scrolls and drag them around, so
Yeah,
you
I
can
saw that.
reposition them as needed.
Okay, that's it. Scoria is among the oldest and greatest alive. There is much to learn from her, if only you can find a way.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
one seems like a stir, right? Scoria has ruled for generations, like it or not, her word is law and she is to be obeyed.
This one seems like a what?
A
A
stare.
stare, the god
Order
of
and
law
law.
order.
Oh. Sure. So order and law can go. Yeah. Which one? Do you know what his symbol is?
It's the triangle.
Oh, there's.
Let's see,
So,
I'll see if
top
I can
left.
I'll draw them. So it's a stir.
The symbols are at the top of the
Yeah.
page.
Wait. The symbols are at the top. You don't have to draw them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
top.
Sorry.
It's okay. I like your drawing. We should have let him draw them all to see how accurate they were.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if there's any other low-hanging fruit.
Your empire will be founded upon your actions. For your greatness to germinate, Scoria must be destroyed. Fate time? Do
This one seems pretty obviously Martha.
you think so?
Scoria has long past served her purpose. Her rule stifles creation
Oh, that
and
one.
dulls the world. Yeah.
Isn't Martha? What kind of goddess is Martha?
Life and creation.
Oh, sure.
I mean, do you think that my beloved child has murdered countless lives? Though it grieves me to say she must be stopped, would be Martha as well.
Yeah, probably, because she's the goddess of life, so it would make it her
And
child.
she grieves for it.
Yeah. Your
Who?
place in
What's
this world is
like the
not
god
such-
where it's like it's not for you to meddle in the affairs of dragons? Which god would figure that out?
I guess that's law and order as well. Like order, that is like the order of dragons being above men. Perhaps I feel like it could not be, but that would be my guess.
Maybe nature? Maybe Nadinus? I don't know if dragons are natural, though. The Great Worm guide you. Do not fight her.
I think
Join her. Learn from
this
her.
is Veracity, I think.
So I think these two are connected. Would we agree with
chaos.
that? I don't know who they go to.
No. This one is going to be
think
connected
so?
to I think this one. That would be my guess.
Person among the oldest, greatest alive.
That'd be my guess, right?
I mean, this seems like death, right? Do not fight her, join her.
Learn from her, follow in her footsteps. How is that
Because
death?
she kills.
'Cause she
like,
kills,
everybody.
Oh yeah, you mean like the god of death or something? Sure. Could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. That's the last one on the end. Death and
Well,
destruction.
we can put it there for now.
Maybe this is Malchus, actually. My darling has created a forge in which people are tested. The weak die out, the strong are tempered into greatness.
Chaos and change.
Yeah, chaos and change, or maybe that's death and destruction.
The devastation Scoria leaves in her wake is unbearable. No greater crime exists in the world today.
Nadinus? Nature?
Falumbra?
Falumbra is not listed among these gods.
Oh, it's not one of them.
Oh, wait, yeah, so who's the sixth?
These are the six.
There's six, right?
Yeah, there's
sorry.
six. Sorry.
Falumbra's
Falumbra
missing.
is a main god, but
Sort of like a rung above the rest.
I kind of feel like these two might go together. Your place in this world is that of the human. It is not for you to meddle in the affairs of dragons. For hundreds of years, people like you have desired an end to Scoria, and for hundreds of years, you've been disappointed. How are you different? Do you seem like they go together? No one's disagreeing. No one's
Not
agreeing.
yet. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just
Well,
sticking things.
yeah.
I don't know if maybe I disagree with the idea of like pairing them together because each of the gods, or some of the gods, stand for like more than one thing, like law and order. So
Law
I
and
think
order
if
are
we
pretty
try-
similar, right?
Similar, yeah. But if we try and pair them together, maybe we miss out some clues. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's easier to look at them one at a time and think where they would fit rather than try and pair them
Sure.
and then say where they would fit.
All things serve many purposes. One of her many is to die at your hands. Fate and time. That's tempos,
Yeah,
right?
I feel like that's got to be fate in time. Yeah, fate, right? That's definitely fate.
Yeah.
What about then this one? My darling has created a forge in which people are tested. The weak die out. The strong are tempered into greatness.
I think that's chaos.
Really?
Because I think the Malchus, the god of chaos, is kind of like he wants to like shake things up and so that the strong can rise to the top and the weak can die out. You know, like make the world chaotic so that the strong will prevail. I mean, maybe not.
Mighty beasts have subverted the natural
Yeah.
rule. Yeah.
It's got to be Nadinus, right? The natural rule. Clues in the words. I think this one is Nadinus as well. The devastation Scoria leaves in her wake is unbearable. No greater crime exists in the world today.
This is nature and order, or
Just nature.
just nature? Does nature talk about crimes?
I mean, it
What
might
if
not
we were
be
talking about
vital,
nature?
but
Doesn't this make more sense? Your place in the world is that of the human. It is not for you to meddle in the affairs of dragons, or no?
that sounds like order to me.
Really? I thought order is like a
I thought
human
that
imposed
was-
thing.
Yeah. I took that one more as nature. Your place in the world is of
Yeah, like
humans.
nature is like the natural order of things. Order is like what are the laws and orders of humans? Would be my understanding of it.
Yeah. No, I could see that.
Because if anything, I feel like this would be more likely to be order. The devastation Scoria leaves in her wake is unbearable. No greater crime exists in the world today. It feels like a law and order kind of thing.
Story has long served her purpose.
Wait, Scoria has long served her purpose?
Yeah, I'm looking under the Martha one again. I don't know why, but that one kind of stuck for nature for a sec. But
Wait, what is Martha again?
Life and creation.
But
Life
yeah.
/ creation. So this has got to be Martha. I think we've got the two Martha ones down.
And then
What
what
about
is
this
this?
one?
What is this one over here? Tempo?
Tempos, time.
Time.
Fate and time.
What about this one here? Your empire will be founded upon your actions. For your greatness is to germinate, Scoria must be destroyed. Is that fate as well?
Your empire. Wait,
That
the
sounds
Empire
pretty
one?
fate driven. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's fate?
That one was. That's Tempos.
That sounds pretty
So,
fate driven.
Throw
Yeah,
them in there.
100%. I just can't believe that these two, whatever the right arrow is, I can't believe these two wouldn't be from the same person. Who is the
Which
right?
one? Say again.
The one all the way on the right, the down arrow.
Yeah, I agree with you. Maybe you're right. This is death as well.
Wait, the one on the way on the right is death.
Yeah.
Yeah, death and destruction.
Death and destruction. Wait, hold on. I don't. What is this red one?
Chaos.
And what is the blue one? That's law and order.
The
That's,
one on the left is law and order. Yeah.
Order and law. Yeah.
Let me see if there's some more information on actual gods. On
You
that
guys
page.
have
I
a
think
cleric
there's-
on hand, so you can just read the Pantheon page if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Law, chaos.
Wait, okay,
Five.
wait. This one on the bottom left for the blue guy, and then I feel like these two go under this guy. This is 100%. It's got to be. That's my feeling. Is these three on the bottom left area?
Let me reread those.
yeah. I mean, I looked at the door.
Nothing.
Okay, so we've got law, chaos, life, nature, time, and what is the one on the top
Death.
right? And death.
This is a cool puzzle now.
Okay, law. Scoria has ruled for generations. Like it or not, her word is law, and she is to be obeyed. The devastation Scoria leaves in her wake is unbearable. No greater crime exists in the world today. This bottom one could be
The
different.
bottom one, I don't think.
Yeah, it
fits.
could be different. Under chaos, for hundreds of years, people like you have desired an end to Scoria. For hundreds of years, they have been disappointed. How are you different? My darling has created a forge in which people are tested. The weak die out, and the strong are terminated. Okay, the strong terminated. This is for sure, 100%. I don't know as much about the bottom one. For hundreds of years, people like you. But I think it is. I'm just going through if you want to. Under life, Scoria has long past served her purpose. Her rule stifles creation and dulls the world.
It's life and creation. This is the goddess of life and creation. The fact that she's calling her a child implies that it's a mother figure. And Martha, the goddess
Sure.
of life, is like a mother figure.
My beloved child has murdered countless lives, though it grieves me to say it, she must be stopped.
I think this top one could be nature, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering. So let's like put this as like a maybe.
Yeah.
Under nature, the mighty beast has subverted the natural rule of people and must be brought down. It is for you to kill her. Your place in this world is that of the human. It is not for you to meddle in the affairs of dragons.
Aren't these two contradictory?
Which two?
The nature one?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
they
are.
are.
Yeah, so we'll
Which
put
is
that
an
then.
issue. All things serve many purposes. One of her many is to die at your hands. That's fatey, I would say.
Buffy.
Oh,
Right,
hold
yeah.
on. I'm sorry. Wait, real quick. Your place at the world is that of a human. It is not for you to meddle in the affairs of dragons. This could be law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
So if we slot that under law, and then we slot this one under the devastation Scoria leaves in our wake is unbearable. No greater crime exists in the world. This could be a crime of nature. Sure.
I think that's better.
And then looking under time, all things serve many purposes. One of many is to die at your hands.
It's time and faith, remember?
Time and faith.
Fate.
Fate. Oh, fate. The empire will be found. Yeah, okay. These two feel strong. And then let the great worm guide you. Worm, right?
Yeah, like worm.
Yeah. Okay. Do not. Would do these do anything in this position?
Not seemingly.
Not seemingly. Is there like a
Yeah.
door at the end of the room or something?
There is a
Yeah.
door, but it hasn't changed.
Is there like a handle? Can we try it or?
There's a handle. You could try it, but it remains locked,
Mm-hmm.
steadfast.
We've ticked this one. I'm not 100% convinced that this is definitely chaos.
For hundreds of years, people like you have desired an end to Scoria, and for hundreds of years, you've been disappointed. How are you different?
Feels like a pretty chaotic thing to say.
Yeah, like it does. So let's read the thing. So the words for Malchus say, order and predictability breed complacency. Complacency creates weakness. Chaos calls the weak and gives rise to the great. Only by facing unpredictable challenges can people rise above the rest. Turbulent waters create the strongest swimmers. That's definitely, the top one is definitely for chaos, more or less. Saying the same thing.
Well, this idea of like how are you different could be fate driven.
Mm-hmm. What about
I
this
think
one?
This could be chaos as well.
Your empire will be founded upon your actions. For your greatness to germinate, Scoria must be destroyed. Like something rising out of the chaos of Scoria's destruction.
Yeah, like like the strong rise to defeat the weak.
Fuck 'em, swap it.
I'll swap it. Nothing yet.
What if it triggers you have to leave them there for 10 minutes so that you can't just guess? That would be a really good addition to this puzzle.
I mean, we might need to ask the cleric.
Is she still there or did she disappear?
It's gone.
The apparition vanished, but that doesn't mean, if it's an actual thing that you can interact with, it's probably still present. But if it's just like an automated response, welcome to the tomb of blah blah blah.
Like some hollow
You know.
bullshit. Okay. Okay. Let's go back.
Okay.
Reread one more time, okay?
Okay.
Scoria is ruled for generations, like it or not. Her word is law, and she is to be obeyed.
Do you want me to read out the notes for each one before we go through them?
Sure.
Okay, so for a start, believes the best thing for people in life is to have a framework within which they can thrive. Structure and organization paves the way for greatness. Preservation of order is paramount to success.
Order is paramount to success. Okay, I don't
got
feel
the
like the
word
bottom
lore.
one. This one? I don't know if this fits law then. for your place in the world. Now I'm wondering if it...
It could be nature, I suppose.
Well, we'd swapped out the bottom two before. Did we swap out anything else?
Oh yeah, true.
Well, yeah, because the bottom one was
I don't remember.
contradictory to the top one.
Your place in the
The
world is
mighty
that of
beast
a
is similar to
human.
the, and it is for you to kill her. Scoria's long past served her purpose and dulls the world.
Could it be that this one actually doesn't belong under nature and it's more like a law thing?
Yeah.
Could these two be swapped like this?
Yeah.
Does anything happen?
Not yet.
Okay, I start shuffling everything.
Wait, let's just, I say to the room, how do we know when this thing is right? I turn back to where the apparition was.
I have a feeling that
An
one.
apparition will appear before you and answer your question as if it is a sentient being. She says to you, the door will open when you are in line with your faith. But look carefully, for there are patterns within the chaos. You will find each deity has 2 points of view, often contradictory. One in support of the beast, one in support of its demise.
Fuck.
Okay.
We fucked everything
Okay.
up. It's all over.
Should we just restart then?
No, wait,
I
just...
think
yeah.
some are right. So, but this is these both can't be right then because these both support killing her.
Scoria has long past served her purpose. Beloved child has murdered countless lives, though it pains me to say she must be stopped.
So, beloved
so
child,
this
maybe
could be
that's nature.
chaos. No, I think this is still Martha, but this one could be chaos now that I think about it. Scoria's long past served her purpose, her rule stifles creation and dulls the world, like as in.
Yeah.
Oh, dull. That
Sure.
makes sense. Do you really think this is still Martha, I guess? I guess child could mean. I don't know if Nadinus made the dragons.
So Martha says, the great mother, creator of all living beings, believes that the
okay.
keys to greatness lie in the vast variety of life. Each individual contributes something unique to the whole world, and the loss of any one thing, no matter their significance or persuasion, is a loss for all life. I think that's cast iron Martha, I think.
Those two, then?
Yeah. Your empire will be founded upon your actions. If your greatness to germinate, Scoria must be destroyed. No,
And
because
then
these
the
are
weak
them-
die out, the strong.
This has got to be a fate one. Okay,
Well, don't forget,
my
they need to be
guess...
they need to be contradictory.
They do. So these would be my guesses, my 2 guesses for fate. Sorry, these 2 over here.
For hundreds of years, people like you have desired an end to Scoria, and the hundreds of years, how can you different? Your empire will be founded upon your actions. For your greatness to germinate, Scoria must be destroyed. Makes sense.
I think this is the bottom one is definitely right, I think. Okay, both of the death ones support Scoria.
Oh, this one is definitely a death one. Obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Scoria is among the oldest and greatest alive. There is much to learn from her. If only
Like
you can
this-
find a way. Could that be
This
life?
could be nature as well.
Nature. Yeah, I would say maybe that's nature.
Do we think that the 2 ones for law are correct? I think they probably are.
Yeah. Let's make the
Sure,
top
yeah.
one supporting Scoria, the bottom one against Scoria, okay?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, do we want to put this with her then for now, or?
Sure.
Yeah. I don't think that that's Martha, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I probably don't either, but we gotta find something else.
So far, you've been looking at scrolls and trying to match them with gods. You can also try the other route, looking at gods and trying to match them with scrolls. Just a quick perception change if you find yourselves getting stuck.
We're not stuck. We're working our way through this with our huge brains.
Okay. Read through them again, Steve. Just read the good ones, and then we'll go to the
Sure.
bad ones.
Okay, get rid of these check marks. Who drew these?
Yeah, I'll draw.
Yeah, okay, we'll make new check marks, okay? I'm just slotting this here. Okay, top one is going to be pro Scoria, okay? Bottom one is going to be anti Scoria, okay? Pro Trump, all right? Ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Top one. Scoria has ruled for generations. Like it or not, her word is law, and she is to be obeyed. Put 2 check marks on that. That one's never moving, okay?
That's definitely right.
That's definitely right, okay?
Yeah.
Just 1 check mark, actually. Don't put 2.
Put a star.
Don't be crazy.
All right, I'll do it.
It's a green one for Pro Scoria.
Okay.
Okay. Bottom one. The mighty beast has subverted the natural rule of people, and it must be brought down. It is for you to kill her. I think that's law, but it could be nature.
That could be nature. I'm not 100% on that.
Okay, hold on. I'm drawn.
I was gonna draw an L or an N because it's like law or nature.
Yes,
but-
do that. Put L or N next to it, okay?
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
L N.
Okay. Can you draw that check on law differently because it looks like a backwards
I don't know
L?
who drew that, but it's
I
not
drew
me.
that.
You drew it. It's
Remove it.
confusing.
Sorry.
Make like a... Okay, that's a little bit... Okay.
Well,
Chaos.
should just put the light- Okay, whatever.
Top, pro Scoria. My darling has created a forge in which people are tested, the weak die out, the strong are tempered into greatness. That could be chaos or death.
I think that's chaos for sure. The word forge, like, is in it, like, tests people.
We'll put a
The weak
CD,
die
but I
and the
think
strong are tempted to greatness. Like, listen to the words. Order and predictability breed complacency. Complacency creates weakness. Chaos calls the weak and gives rise to the great. Like, that.
Okay, fine. Okay, check it then. Put a goddamn check mark there.
Put a
I
check
agree.
mark.
I agree. Put the check mark there.
Check mark that shit.
Got it.
Wait, well, are we not sticking to all of the pro Scoria statements first and then going back to the...
No. I'm just saying the pro Scoria statement should go on the top. Put the same color check mark as you have for the other one. Don't
I am.
use a goddamn... What? That's not the
I'm
same...
colorblind. Okay, hold on.
Oh my god.
No, I got it.
Your disability is ruining my D&D session.
There you go.
Ableist.
Thank you. Okay. Beneath this, Scoria has long past served her purpose. Her rule stifles creation and dulls the world.
That's for sure.
Makes it sound like chaos. Do you feel pretty confident about that one?
I'm 100%.
100%?
100%.
Okay. Yeah. Life. Pro Scoria, your place in this world is that of a human. It is not for you to meddle in the affairs of dragons. That could be... I don't even think that sounds like life.
Nah,
Yeah,
that could be nature.
yeah.
I'm actually... Hold on. Oh, shit. I don't know why I just threw that.
You want to put that in nature?
I want to swap the nature and the life one, just right off the bat. Can we swap
Okay.
them?
Yeah, swap them.
Yes, swap them.
Okay, swapped. Okay. Scoria is among the oldest and greatest alive. There is much to learn from her, if only you can find a way. I don't know if that really sounds like life. What?
Maybe it's nature.
No, I don't think it's... It could be
definitely
death.
like
Wait, maybe that's time. Like oldest and greatest.
Oh, yeah.
Could be
Um,
time or death. Put T or D.
It's not death.
I think that's... I would assume that would be time, when she's one of the oldest. Might be able to learn something. I don't think that's death.
Well, because if we swap it with time...
Well, then let's just move it out for now. Let's... Oh, you swapped it. Okay, sorry. For hundreds of years, people like you have desired an end to Scoria, and hundreds of years they have been disappointed. How are you different?
This reads like fate so hard. Like... It really does. This is like a call to your destiny. This is like the most like obvious like... That's what it seems to be to me.
I think this is a tough one. I think we should remove this from the list and leave it.
Which
yeah,
one?
let's wait on Martha, I guess.
Like, leave it like this for now.
Okay. Bottom one of life is, my beloved child has murdered countless lives, though it grieves me to say she must be stopped. In a way, that could be nature, but like it's literally talking about murdering lives, and we need to stop murdering.
Probably life, but...
I'm gonna
Child. The fact that it says child is... It's definitely Martha.
Okay, we'll check it.
check it.
Yeah.
Nature. Your place in this world is that of the human. It is not for you to meddle in the affairs of dragons. It kind of could sort of be law, but it seems nature is heavy, right? The laws of nature. This is probably nature, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Check it.
It's either law or nature, but yeah.
Yeah, what the law one is.
Law one's already checked.
Yeah, true. Law one is already checked.
Wait, oh my god, hold on. Could the law and the nature one be swapped? For nature, Scoria has ruled for generations. Like it or not, her word is law, and she is to be obeyed. Could that be nature? This is talking about ruling for generations, and her word is law. And then nature's talking about like your place in the world. It feels like your place in the world is more a natural thing, and like the generations and all that shit feels more law. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The devastation Scoria leaves in her wake is unbearable. No greater crime exists in the world today. This is talking about devastation in the world. Feels pretty natural to me.
Yeah.
However, if we go under law, this mighty beast has subverted the natural rule of people, and it must be brought down. It is for you to kill her.
Natural. I mean, I think we should swap those, right?
But I don't think this is order.
Hold on, I'm
nature.
gonna swap these because I feel like if it's not that, then she's just a huge asshole. Okay, we're gonna go the 4th grade level. Okay, this one literally has the word crime in it. Okay,
True.
This one literally has the word nature in it. Maybe it's not it, but I'm like, fuck.
That's fine for now.
Yeah. Here, get rid of these two.
I'll add Eleanor in or whatever.
Yeah, and then get rid of the two on the one that we put under law.
Oh, yeah, sure.
For hundreds of years, people like you have desired an end to Scoria, and for hundreds of years, I don't believe this could be anything different. I want this to be 150%. So if you two are 75, it's enough to bring you to 100 on time. The top one on time. It has to be.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
The bottom one literally talks about our empire. That also has to be like a...
Faith as well.
Yeah. I would say both of the time ones have to be right. Let the Great Worm guide you. Do not fight her. Join her. Learn from her. Follow in her footsteps is for death. And then all things serve many purposes. One of her many is to die at your hands. The bottom one is correct for sure. Who's doing the green check marks?
No, could the bottom one not be fate? I think the bottom of faith and death could switch.
Wait, who's doing the green check marks?
I got him.
Oh yeah, okay.
But wait, I'm not convinced. I think that the bottom one for death and time would switch.
But that time is talking about like for your greatness to germinate. Like that's literally the opposite of death.
Yeah, but like for our greatness, she must be destroyed.
Yeah, for
Don't
our great
simplify things as well. There are complexities to these deities.
Doesn't simplify it at all now.
Neil,
Thanks, Neil.
we put this one in the box. Does anything happen?
No.
Wait. Does anything happen?
We're close.
No.
Damn it.
Martha.
Okay, we've abandoned the strategy here.
What was the strategy?
Well, we've stopped doing the tick marks and stuff.
Well, that's because MrMouton stopped
Well,
taking
that's because we got confused. We got
delete the
stuck up
tick
and then we
marks.
kept swapping.
Delete all the tick marks.
No, don't delete them off chaos. I think chaos is right.
No, delete every tick mark.
Delete them
Going
all.
back.
Okay, let's just do all the pro statements first. Let's not.
Yeah,
do...
sure. We can do all the processes first. We need to delete the tick
Go,
mark
get
on
going.
time.
They're gone.
Okay. Law. Scoria is ruled for generations. Like or not, her word is law, and she is to be obeyed. It's got to be law. Or nature.
Okay, Scoria has ruled for generations. Like it or not, her word is law.
That's gotta be law.
Boom. That's law. Move on. Next.
100%.
My darling has created a forge. The forge of chaos from which brave things come out.
Do you think this could be... I don't want to say it, but could this be life?
What?
No.
Cringe.
No, you don't think so?
That's a big tick.
We have the hardest part is finding our life one, right?
Biggest tick I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, true. Scoria is among the oldest and greatest alive. There's much to learn from her. If only you can find a way.
That could be nature.
Haven't we swapped nature and life like 30 times?
Yeah, we have.
Nature. Your place in this world is that of a human. It is not for you to meddle in the affairs of dragons. Nah, that can't be life, though.
No, but it could also be fate. Or death, maybe.
Wait, what if we do a big swapperino between life, nature, and time?
Mr.
Yeah.
Moon, you have a religion proficiency. At
That's
some
right.
point, you can make one religion proficiency check, and the amount you succeed by will be the number of like yes or no's I will give you. So if you like roll a 21, then you can check one of these scrolls against your teachings to get like a for sure answer on something.
Oh, that's
So we
Roll
might
a
as well roll it
25,
and then
you
we'll
can
use
check
it.
a few.
No, we're
Well,
not doing
you might wanna
that.
do
Link
this
the
place
Pantheon
first.
page. Link the Pantheon page. Where is it?
It's in the Discord. I think.
Okay, hold on.
I
Fuck
don't think you can roll high enough to get them all.
this shit.
Okay, let's read the Nadinus one. Shape the world out of the 4 elemental planes and holds the staff that supports it. Her will is the fundamental force of nature, and she is fairly indifferent to people, preferring to think on global scales rather than individual. So that I actually
Nadinus is nature, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes me think that the top one is right.
That
top
makes
one's
me
right.
think the top one is right. The mighty beast has subverted the natural rule of people and must be brought down. It is for you to kill it. Okay, wait.
That's wrong.
That's 100% wrong.
Yeah.
You're a dumb fuck. All of everybody. We all okay. This one is out. Okay. Put not nature on it. It can't. Okay.
I can't see that. Right,
Now let us look for the anti-nature. Okay.
right.
We are looking for shape the world out of the formulas, holds the staff to support it. Okay, wait. Ignore all the things. Ignore all the scrolls. Don't look at the scrolls, okay? Shape the world out of the 4 elemental planes and holds the staff that supports it. Her will is the fundamental force of nature, and she is fairly indifferent to people, preferring to think on global scales rather than individual scales. Why would somebody like Nadinus want Scoria to be dead? It feels like
Because
she's
she's
fucking up the
Destroying stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and she's fucking up like the fundamental forces of nature, right?
I was saying like maybe this one could go over to nature.
So wait, so let's look for. So no, it can't be this. So because she
don't
doesn't
think so?
care about, she doesn't give a fuck about human life. So it would never be that one, right?
Well, can't.
But it could be.
isn't an animal life as well.
This is 100% Martha, man. My beloved
think so?
child has
My
murdered
child.
the great mother.
I've heard
It's
Koibu
Martha.
say that dumbass, my child, like so many times, from a Martha
Yeah.
fucker.
All right, sure.
It could be
It's got to take on
the
it.
the one under chaos though. Scoria
Scoria's
has long
long
served her
tested
purpose. Her rule stifles creation and dulls the world.
Chaos, I think. So in previous campaigns, he gets bored and he literally comes down to the fucking world to fuck shit up. I think like she's dulling the world because it's like boring now.
But no, I don't think
That's-
she is doing it that way.
think
She
so?
kind of like fucks shit up, doesn't he? Like the whole world is literally in chaos right now. Like if Scoria was
Yeah, but it's a constant state of chaos. Isn't that kind of like not chaotic?
Guys, let's stick to the positive comments. Like, there's quite a few on the bottom that I think might be wrong. Let's keep going on the top.
Wait, what? Why not stay on the bottom then where the wrongs are? Wait, let's just focus on nature, okay? This argument was a good argument. Chaos would want Scoria. Chaos wants chaos. Too much chaos isn't not chaos. It's still chaos, right? Can we agree on that?
Mm-hmm.
So perpetual chaos is still chaos. Scoria,
This is talking about. She's like her rule stifles creation, meaning like she's too powerful. Like she's stopping anyone else. She's stopping chaos by being so strong.
no,
Like,
she's
military.
stifling creation. Let's just think of like Scoria's place in the world right now, right? Scoria's place in the world isn't dulling the world. It's making it more exciting. Like if Scoria was gone, we would steamroll Mystria instantly. It would be over,
No,
right?
If Scoria was gone, it'd leave a power vacuum, and then all sorts of mad shit would happen.
What
Wait.
about this one?
Wait, hold on, wait, just so I understand the politics.
Yeah.
If Scoria dies, wouldn't Drekis just steamroll Mystria and it would be over? The power vacuum would be filled by Drekis immediately.
Drekis
maybe.
would fuck them.
We would fuck them hard. Scoria is literally the only thing keeping that kingdom alive. So if Scoria disappears, the only type of creation she could possibly be stifling would be like a natural order one.
You know, Malchus went out of his way to destroy the kingdom of Eridon, to leave a power vacuum, because of the resulting wars.
What am I supposed to do with
Yeah.
that piece of information?
I mean, like, think of the power struggles within Mystria if Scoria was to die. I agree, maybe it's not right, but I think we should get as many check marks as we can, so that when Mooton rolls his check, we know which one's the check.
Okay,
on.
what about this? It's kind of weird. Your empire will be founded upon your actions. For your greatness to germinate, Scoria must be destroyed. Obviously, she doesn't give a fuck about humans, it seems. But I mean, that's like the option. For your greatness to like continue or whatever, Scoria must die. Do you
Okay,
think that would be,
death.
like, nature at all? Or
A force of death and destruction, like the Grim Reaper, she visits those that die and leads them back to Philumbra, gives meaning and substance to life by taking it away. It believes that death and destruction pave the way for newer, better, greater things. In order to create, one must first destroy. So the death one, the bottom one,
Oh,
I will
that
stake
seems
my
different.
life on it.
Yeah, no, that's
No, but this could be death now.
What could be?
Scoria's long past served a purpose. Her rule stifles creation, dulls the world.
The bottom one matches death so well, I will fight you in real life if you come to the U.S. and my life on this one. So if we read out death, a force of death and destruction, like Grim. Okay, the important thing is believes that death and destruction pave the way for newer, better, greater things. In order to create, one must destroy. Your empire will be created upon your actions. For your greatness to spread, Scoria must be destroyed. It's like it has to be.
Okay.
It has to be.
You've sucker punched me, Stephen. I admit it.
Unless you think differently.
No. I think you're right.
Okay, I feel strongly about this stuff. Check. Okay,
Hey,
we need real. Give us
check mark.
Yeah,
I'm giving it
real.
color.
The big dick check marks.
Boom.
What
That's
is your
that's
colorblind?
done.
This is okay.
That means it's done.
This is a done one. That's never moving.
Hey,
Okay.
can we just move on to the death, like top one? Or
Okay,
are
the
we
death
just-
top one. Let the great worm guide you. Do not fight her. Join her. Learn from her. Follow in her footsteps.
This doesn't sound like a death one.
It
'cause
sounds like a
nobody's-
death one.
Do you think so?
She kills things in order to like create new shit. So let her
Learn from
guide
her, I
you.
guess.
Learn from her how to kill shit and create new shit behind her. I'm not as strongly feeling about that one as the bottom one, but I feel pretty strongly about that.
I kind of agree that that's right in death.
I'm
Unless
not
you
giving
see
that an orange check
another,
mark.
unless you see another positive one that supports it that much. So, for instance, under death, Scoria has ruled for generations. Like it or not, her word is law. It can't be that one, right? Right? Speak.
Wait, sorry, which one?
The under law, Scoria has ruled for generations. Like it or not, her word is law, and she is to be obeyed. That can't be death.
No.
Okay. Chaos. Under this, my darling has created a forge in which people are tested. The weak die out. The strong are tempered into greatness. That
That one. Is
we
kinda
sounded
loose.
very strongly like that was chaos, but that could be death.
Yeah,
Gives meaning and substance to life by taking it away.
that's
That's a death one. We're gonna have to tear that one out of Nick's
sorry.
hands. Quick, and then before Nick argues, give it the red check.
Give it the red check.
Give it the red check.
Oh, that's a different one.
Although, you know,
Okay.
I feel like Barassi might say darling.
Wait, hold on. I want to put these two in. Does anything happen with the doors right now?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. We've solved. Listen, death is solved. Okay,
Death is solved.
that shit is solved. Okay, if I have a bonding agent, I would like to seal those drawers shut because they never need to be opened again. Okay, so I'm scrolling over. Okay, now let us move.
This is chaos, man. I'm sorry. I'm saying
Wh-
it.
it-
We're gonna fuck around like this for ages.
Okay, wait. Let's go. Let's read chaos now. Let's do chaos right now. Okay, ready? Chaos, order, and predictability breeds complacency. Complacency creates weakness. Chaos culls the weak and gives rise to the great. Only by facing unpredictable challenges can people rise above the rest. Turbulent waters create the strongest swimmers. Okay, wait. I think the death one is wrong. They both
one was
fit
that,
pretty
the top
well.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of similarities between Malchus and Barassi in the way that they're described in those notes.
Oh shit. Okay, I changed my mind. But this is only a 95%, not a 100%er. Order and predictability. Okay, order. Chaos culls the weak. That's what a forge does. It culls the weak. I'm switching them back.
Exactly.
Okay, I unbond agent the dresser thing and then I rebond it. Okay.
Does it work now, Neil?
No, because it's what it was at before.
It was what it was before.
It's been this before.
Okay, let's do time.
Sure.
Yes.
Time. Okay.
For hundreds of years.
Wait. Real quick. Reading what the thing is. Spins the staff that supports the world, causing the seasons and guiding the fates of the people. Imbues creature with instinct and a sense of purpose. Is fairly hands-off once life has been created and imbued.
All things serve many purposes. That's a big check. That's a big check.
For hundreds of years, that's time.
No, but look, this is a big check here.
Sure, they're both big checks because they use the buzzwords.
I think they're both big checks. For hundreds of years, people like you have desired an end to Scoria, and for hundreds of years, they have been disappointed. How are you different?
Both big checks.
I agree with that. I think these are both decent checks, okay?
Okay, move on to nature. Read it.
Nature. Okay, nature. Shaped the world out of the 4 elemental planes and holds the staff that supports it. Her will is the fundamental force of nature, and she is fairly indifferent to people, preferring to think on global scales rather than individual scales. Your place in this world is that of a human. It is not for you to meddle in the affairs of dragons. That sounds like a good-ass meme. Fuck off, human. She doesn't give a fuck about humans. Yeah. Or do you see another pro one that's better? Any disagreements?
Yeah, maybe the one on the life at the moment.
Scoria is among the oldest and greatest alive. There's much to learn from her if only you can find a way. I don't think nature gives a fuck if humans learn from her.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I think I agree with the strong check. We need 2. Okay, here's the rules. We need 2 yays for a strong check. Okay? This has a strong check. Beneath it, the mighty beast has subverted the natural rule of people and must be brought down. It is for you to kill her. I think this absolutely can't be the natural rule of people. Well, but it says the natural rule of people.
Natural rule, yeah.
But she doesn't. She's indifferent to people.
I agree. That doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. We're taking it out, okay? We're taking this one out of the bin. But that means we must replace it with one of the 3 on the bottom. So let's just focus on getting these anti-Scoria ones correct, okay? So what could serve as nature? My beloved child has murdered countless lives. Though it pains me to say,
this could be nature.
The devastation Scoria leaves in her wake is unbearable. No greater crime exists in the world today. Could be.
We originally had that on nature, right? The devastation is in the natural destruction she leaves in her wake.
Wait, say that first part again?
We had this in nature before, like the natural destruction that she leaves is unbearable. The goddess of nature.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
Boom, and then this mighty beast is
and the door unlocked.
Oh, yes. Okay, we did it. Wow. The strong check. Okay, we need to skip right to the strong check marks next time, okay?
The apparition appears again, and I guess we'll hear the rest of that dialogue next time, but go ahead, Nick.
I'm just going to say, this test has been...
one of the easiest.
No, it's been... What's the right word? It's been like... it's for us. It's for us specifically. It's much change depending on who's in here.
What?
What's about Scoria? Like, why would it be about Scoria if it was for...
Oh, well, the way you can like think about that is like we went in and we talked about Scoria, right?
So, that's what I mean. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
Well, Scoria has also been around for generations as well, too, right?
I mean, I guess so, yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well,
with that, we will bring our session in for a landing, but we will be back next week for the rest of the Tomb of the Cleric of Martha.
It'll be quick next week.
XP? No?
What XP did we get?
We'll
Thief?
We'll do it after the tomb.
Okay.
Let's not get XP in the middle in case someone accidentally levels. That'd be weird.
True. Need to keep.
I don't think any of us
shit,
are close to leveling, but yeah.
Then what does it matter, right?
Yeah, fuck it, yeah.
He's got an answer for everything, this guy.
I leveled last week. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. You're gonna level up one day. Who cares if it's now or in a week or a month or a year, 5 years?
Okay, I'm writing my shit down just so nobody fucking forgets anymore.
Okay.
Nick had a good idea this session, so I don't know if we want to write that down.
You want to write that?
Yeah, you should mark those notes so you can lawyer me next week.
I had 4 good ideas, I guess.
You had 4 good ideas, well.
I hope you note what they are rather than just numbering them.
I had 7 good ideas.
I had 7 great ideas, guys. They're so good, they're worth double. So congratulations, players, for overcoming the first puzzle. Actually, 2 puzzles today.
2 puzzles.
You did the secret door and the test of faith. Those were difficult. And I'm very pleased that you've managed to.
Does the other door kill us instantly?
No, the other door is just the door to the tomb of the cleric.
Oh.
So you can like go pay your respects.
Oh, if you'd be like, I'm here to pay our respects, you just go
Yeah.
in this door. This was the
If we
best
would have
puzzle.
gotten in that, dude, we would have spent like 2 hours trying to figure out what to do in that room.
Yeah, we would. If we would have
We
lied,
open the tomb, we break it
100%.
open, search for traps, come back
I was
later,
kinda
cast
hoping-
detect doors.
I was kind of hoping you would go that way, so that when you finally found the other route and like you passed the test of honesty, you'd be like, "Ah, no, we lied."
That was a
I thought
great
I was
puzzle.
lying.
That last one, Neil. Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I struggle to make them, but I felt confident with this one.
Yeah, that was good.
Cool.
True.
Okay.
Destiny, you want to take us out?
Yeah, sure. Wait, can I ask you 3 questions?
Of course.
Okay. Okay. I've got 3 questions from people that have subscribed to the Patreon. Hey guys, go subscribe to the Patreon if you like D&D. Okay. If I don't get 74 new subs, I'm quitting this right now. Just kidding. Okay. This question is from Wagger. Question for Koibu. You've been using Theater of Mind so far for Tombs of Scoria, but have pretty detailed maps for Empires of Arcadia. So I wanted to ask, what is your thought process for using maps versus not using maps? One of the hottest questions that people ask sometimes.
Yeah. So the maps are really easy to understand everything that's going on, but in my experience, maps tend to stifle player creativity. They will like not pay attention, they'll glance at a map like, "Oh, I move here and I do this thing," and then they move back. And that when people have to actually use their brains to think about what's going on, they come up with more interesting concepts. So I wanted to run a lot more theater of mind stuff. First off, it's more akin to the old school tabletop ways, and I really like the old school ways. And also, I think it actually brings out more creativity in the players and better like decision making and more inquisitive nature. Like, what's in the room? No, really, what's in the room? Rather than like glancing at some images and like, I don't know, there's some fucking tables, whatever. So I think it is better, creates better play, but slower play.
This is from Pola. Question for the players. Do you think there will be one big showdown in the end, or would you rather avoid facing Scoria directly? As in, would you rather stage an ambush, make sure she's weak/human from going in, or just try to fuck up the fully powered dragon with magic weapons, etc.?
We're gonna fuck up the dragon.
I feel like
That
it
does kinda
probably...
sound smart though.
What?
It does kind of sound smart though to like ambush her in human form or some shit like that.
It does, but like I feel like this is like a very meta out of game decision. There probably has to be a big battle with the dragon. My guess is that it would feel pretty disappointing to end the entire Arcadia chapter or story on like we find her sleeping and we cut her throat. That would be my guess.
Yeah, no, it'd be really cool, I think, to have like a big dragon battle.
My guess
Whether
is
it is like we have an army or something.
or like a lot of people that are like specially prepared. I think the ideal would probably be like people with like rings of fire protection or different magical items of minor use or major use that allow us to do different things in battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be my guess, but yeah, I think that's probably what most people here would prefer. I don't think it would feel very satisfying to like, oh, I back attack for 7,000 damage and she dies. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, something I was interested in too for Koibu, I noticed some people brought this up, is some type of are you going to be able to incorporate other people into like any final battle with Scoria? So something that I saw people express interest in a lot was that like me and MrMouton are like very new to your worlds, and you have other people that are like have been like, I think Sean is a name that's brought up a lot, and I think there's one other person, and people are wondering if they're going to be incorporated in, because it would be kind of sad to end everything without having them involved at all.
I hadn't figured it out. I was just going to see where the game takes us, and if it makes sense to incorporate other people, then we'll do it. If not, then we won't. We'll just kind of go with the flow. I try not to plan too far ahead. That seems to get people into trouble.
Sure.
He did something cool for like the last, I guess, big battle. It's called like Demon's Run, where he brought like a bunch of people in, and they had like mini sessions. So it'd be like 4 people from these campaigns, 4 people from like shenanigans, stuff like that.
Yeah, the old RPG shit at the end of Final Fantasy VII when you have like different parties fighting, and I think there have been a couple other games that have done stuff like that.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Final question. Trax Phantom. This is a question for Koibu. Do you allow in your world the taming of exotic creatures like succubuses?
What the fuck?
Well, usually when we use the word tame, we are dealing with an animal. A succubus is not really an animal, right? You wouldn't say, I've tamed the people from Mississippi, right? Like, you don't tame humans, so you wouldn't tame a succubus. But natural animals can generally be tamed. I don't know. I feel like this guy's asking two different things and pretending it's the same thing, and the whole question's null and void.
I think
because
he's
it
just
doesn't make any
asking if
sense.
we can have succubi or whatever. I think that's what he's interested in. But
Yeah, does he
Well,
want to
did
go
he take
bone a
himself?
succubus?
I,
He wants to
Hell
take
yeah, he
it.
does.
ERP, like there's people out there to ERP with, man. You can find them, but you're probably not going to see any of that on this stream.
let's make sure they're 18 or older, right? Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, we should be good. Nick, where can people find you? Your Twitter?
Yeah, just follow me on Twitter.
Are you running any other campaigns at the moment with Koibu or anybody else? Or?
Starting on the 9th of August. Yeah, we're starting a new campaign, or at least doing character creation for it.
Okay. And then Moody Cakes?
Yeah, twitch.tv/MrMouton. I'm going to be on my Discord after this watching Brother Bear with my Discorders. So discord.gg/MrMouton.
Wow. I'll be streaming after this. I'm talking to some mental health doctor in an hour, I think. And then Koibu, what do you have going on next?
You can find me on Fridays, twitch.tv/Koibu at like, I don't know, is that 3 Pacific time for some office hours where if you've got questions about your campaigns that you're running or that you're playing in, need some help with it, we're there to help out. Swing by for an hour. It's called Critical Feedback on Fridays.
All right, cool. All right, well, hey, thanks a lot. I love you all very much for joining us, players and DM included, and viewers. And we will catch you guys next week at the same time. Link in the Patreon and chat if anybody wants to subscribe. And thanks a lot, guys. Peace.
Bye.